What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Booker, in the building, man. Yo, check it out. We back, man. Every week, man. I mean, some weeks, man, we might have to we might take a break here and there, man, so we can get some more content to feed you guys, man. But we back, man, tonight. Really ain't got a lot to talk about, man. But I want to just come on here, man, and first of all, thank everybody for continuing to follow us, man. Thank you for continuing to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for continuing to follow us. Like I said, we're just a small platform. We're growing very small, like we like it. Sometimes you get an audience that might be the audience that you really don't want to jive with. I'm gonna be honest. There's some people out there you don't really want them all up in your stuff. Sometimes you don't care if they follow you. To be honest, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. But you got some good followers and you got some bad followers, man. But I'm your boy, Coach Booker, in the building, man. Hey, listen, man. Y'all know I took a break from middle school. No, I took a break from youth football, man. I took a break. Took a took I took 2023, 24. No youth football. It was cool, but of course, you know, I missed it. You're gonna always miss youth football if you've been in it for that long. But I miss a little youth football. But I'm back out there, man. I'm back out there on the youth football scene, man. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm excited. I'm excited about the kids. I'm really excited about the kids that I have in front of me, that I'm coaching right now, and that would be shout out to my boys, the NC Ducks, man. NC Ducks, all my dogs, man. We got some pretty good players on the NC Ducks, man. My QB Mari, man, he's a baller. I got we got a running back that's stupid with it, Tay King. I call him King Kong. He's a baller, man. We got some up and coming. Yeah, we got some up and coming athletes on this NC Ducks 10U team, man. I'm telling you, man, they gonna fill up these middle school teams pretty good, man. They got some pretty good athletes. Um, like I said, we got one running back. His name is King, man. He's once he figure out his running style right now, if you look at him, he's a power runner. He's a power runner. He's not real elusive just yet, but I need to get him a little meaner. I needed he's a little bit too nice. Once we get him a little meaner, oh my God, he's gonna dominate the 10 and 11 and 12. He's gonna be on the circuit, man. He's gonna be a pretty good football player. Tough kid. Amari, I got him at quarterback, man. You look at him, he's an undersized QB, but has all the necessary, you know, upside to him to be a pretty good quarterback. So got him, you know, leading us from the quarterback position. I got some nice receivers, Corbin. I got some guys, man. Gavin. Yeah, I got some guys, man. Some little 10U kids, man. They haven't played in a competitive atmosphere just yet, so I'm kind of slowly bringing them on. They playing a little bit of competitive football. They're trying to start playing some more competitive teams. They haven't really been in that arena just yet. So we putting them in the ring, man. We put them in the ring with this one team. I put my boys in the ring with this one team, one of the top teams in the state. Very well coached. Um, Shout out to Coach Dietrich Wise. He's let me know this week that he's the top youth football coach of all time in this area, Dietrich Wise, and rightfully so. He's won a lot of championships, not just championships. He's won a lot of national championships, state champion. Well, I don't know, Wise. We got to talk about that state championship because I don't think you've been through that gauntlet like you say you have, dog. That gauntlet real. Hey, if anybody know what I'm talking about, man, that gauntlet. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. The AYF gauntlet, man, D1. Now, DJ Wise, you a hell of a coach. And I know me and you here recently went back and forth a little bit on social media. Nothing too crazy, but enough to kind of get to know each other a little bit more. And our names are kind of always mentioned when it comes to youth football, and I guess that's a good thing, right? But hey, dog, I don't know if you went through that AYF gauntlet. I think you went through the gauntlet with Coach Bomar and them, Carolina Bulldogs. I think you went through it then, but I don't know if you I don't know if you've been through it by yourself. Not with that team that you have right now. The team that you have right now, you haven't gone through the gauntlet. You tried to go through the gauntlet last year, and you didn't make it out of the state. But I know you're gonna change the game. Things happen, like you said. Things happen, and you got a pretty good team. He got some hell of athletes on that football team. Let me tell you, the Pressure Boys. Shout out to the Pressure Boys. I give y'all flowers. Y'all smack my boys around, introduce them to AYF D1 competitive football. These guys go across the country, and that's one thing I like about those guys that DJ Wise and his guys. They don't have a problem getting on the road. They don't have a problem getting on the road, going to smack up some folks, man. Or at least, even if they don't smack them, they getting in the ring, and that's kind of what you have to do once you build a team, and you want to see if they can get on that very, very competitive youth football circuit, which is, YNC battles, a lot of different tournaments. OTB has a couple tournaments that you can get in that makes you super competitive. Your team get you battle tested. So shout out to Coach Wise. Hey Wise, look at me. I'm coming for your ass. Let me get this team right, and I'm coming for you. Don't think you're gonna get away. Hey, get me now. Get me now, dog, because I'm coming for you, baby. Hey, why not? Hey, listen, I always go for the top guys, man. I'm going for the top guys. Why not? I want to go for the top guys, man. Everybody who think they're good in your division, you want to put your boys up against them. Right. So, speaking of youth football, man, let's talk about shout out to the freaking delusional parents that's in youth football. All the delusional parents. I'm giving you your shout out right now. I'm giving you your flowers. All the parents that coach in the bleachers. I'm giving you your flowers. Y'all do a hell of a job yelling. Y'all do a hell of a job yelling out shit that don't make sense in the bleachers. So shout out to all the bleacher coaches. Sideline coaches. That's what they call you. Shout out to all the sideline coaches, man. Y'all gotta cut that shit out, man. If you ain't walked that sideline, bro, and you ain't in them trenches, and you haven't worked with these kids every day and figured out what their skill set is, please don't keep yelling shit from the sideline, man. Just stop it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I got 4 coaches on my coaching staff. I need more coaches. And as soon as we say something about more coaches, man, y'all don't pull up. I don't see y'all pull up, but y'all get in the bleachers and get the yelling and screaming shit that you don't even know what you be talking about half the time. But so shout out to all the sideline coaches, man. Y'all much needed, I guess. I don't know. And definitely shout out to all the delusional parents. What are delusional parents? Delusional parents are the ones who think that their kid is a running back, a receiver, or a quarterback. Some of them think their kid linebackers, but their kid ain't quite there yet. Ain't even close. Some of them think their kids are, like I said, running backs, man. Come on, dog. Hey, listen, y'all give me a break, man. If you ain't put in the work to develop your kid into a receiver or linebacker or receiver, if you haven't put that work in, I'm talking about you and your kid, your son. Come on, man. But then you put it on the coach and say, well, the coach ain't developing, man. These coaches don't know what they're doing. Man, they ain't even developing my son. Nigga, you ain't put no dime into him with no trainers. There's plenty of trainers out there. There's a lot of trainers out there. I don't want to call y'all trainers money grabbers, but some of you money grabbers. You got to make sure that that you getting them with trainers that know exactly what they're doing. They have some credentials. You want to put your kids with trainers that have credentials. If you don't know who they are, holler at your boy. I will lead you in the right direction. I don't want you to waste your money on trainers that does not have credentials. But in the meantime, man, listen, man, y'all got to get once you drop your kid off at these football practices and stuff like that, man, you got to get a coach an opportunity, man. Get a coach an opportunity. You made the decision. You made the decision as a coach, as a parent, to drop your kid off to these coaches. Once you make that decision, now you kind of gotta you either stick around or give your kid or give them the coach an opportunity to coach your kids up, man. Some of these guys are in the microwave business. Some of these parents, they want it right now. I need him to know how to play receiver right now. Ain't played a damn liquor receiver. Nobody at nobody else's camp. Nobody's. You want to play receiver? Nah, let's put him in the backfield. Ain't played a liquor running back nowhere. Don't even know what the holds are. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't have a clue. Man, miss me with all of that. Straight up. You got to go through the process. And these days, man, I think these parents are raising kids that can skip the process. What does that mean? You're skipping steps to becoming a really good, developed football player that's always ready for an opportunity to move to the next level. But if you skip steps to try to get there, then it's always going to be some stuff missing. Or they may end up going somewhere else where underdeveloped because you didn't give them time to develop with the other coaches, right? There's some really good coaches out here. And I can say I'm kind of disappointed in some of the parents, man, because our football practice, the NC Ducks 10U is what I'm speaking of right now, the ones that I'm involved with. We spend a lot of time developing the kids. Sometimes there's no footballs. We have practice where there's no football on the football field. It's a lot of conditioning, a lot of footwork, a lot of things that these kids need before you even try to evaluate them as a football player or in certain positions. You gotta send them through some pretty rigid workouts, and we do that. We do that quite a bit, and a lot of parents don't like it, man. They want you to. I mean, a lot of kids don't like it. They want you to just line them up and just start running plays. How the hell do you do that? That's something else to talk about. Is what's up with the coaches? If you recognize a coach, let me say this: you drop your kid off football practice. Let's just say it's the first week, first day, whatever, first couple of days, football practice, and inside of 15 minutes to 30 minutes, that coach is running plays already. So you drop your kid off for the first time at these football fields with these football coaches, and they start running plays with your kids right out the gate. They just start running plays. Like, red flag. I'm giving you a red flag. If you go to a football field and it's for the first time you drop your kid off, coach done sold you on bringing him to his football team, and your kid get out the car. If you stay there and evaluate it, if they line all 11 of those kids up and they start running an offense and a defense on the first day of practice, red flag, get his ass out of there, because he ain't going to learn nothing. Yeah, he's not going to learn anything. He's not going to learn anything because they haven't even gone through the evaluation phase, okay? So that's just a tip to some of you parents, and it's a perfect question to ask the coach. Hey, man, hey, listen, are you guys do you guys have any idea what my kid might be, what his skill set might be, or what position could he potentially be, qualified to play or up to speed to play? Because if they don't ever do any drills and test his skill set, then they don't freaking know. So that's a red flag to look for, man. Them jokers start running plays right out the gate. Red flag. So beware of that. These bad coaches out here, man. And I don't like to call youth football coaches bad, man. I really don't like to, because I like youth football coaches because you spend a lot of time with these kids. You guys get off work, rush to the football field. You stay at the football field till that last kid is gone. So you do your due diligence. So shout out once again to all the youth football coaches that's out there, man, that's putting in their work. Let me talk about this. And I kind of talked about I asked a question on social media the other day about coaches moving up with their kids from 6U all the way to 13U. Is it a good thing or no? Should a kid stay with the same coach that may not be winning? He's under 500, never really have so yeah, 6U all the way to 13U. Should the kid stay with that coach for the entire time? I say I don't agree with it. I think all the coaches, whether you're winning or losing, that kid should experience playing for other coaches, man. And I think other coaches have some other talents. As long as you feel good about sending that kid up to the next age with the next set of coaches, I feel like these coaches are in place for a reason. So I just don't believe in that sending coach staying with a kid from 6 to 13. So now he stays with the kids from 6 to 13 years old, and then the kid gets to middle school and he don't quite know enough to break that starting lineup. He might not know enough to even make the team. So who's to blame for that? Who's to blame for that? Is it the parent or is it the coach? I'm going to say it's a youth football coach. Straight up. If you stay with some kids that long and they get cut off that middle school football team, if you stay with a kid from 6 years old to 13 or 12 and he gets cut off of that middle school team, coach, that's your ass. That's you to blame if he don't make the middle school team. Now, if he don't make the middle school team because his grades are not hitting, he don't qualify grade wise. If he's in school and he's cutting up in class and he has some disciplinary issues and he doesn't make the football team, that's different. But if he doesn't make the football team just because he's underdeveloped, he doesn't meet the necessary requirements for offensive or defensive position, he doesn't have the necessary aggression to play special teams, that's your fault, coach. Shame on you if he's been with your ass from 6 to 13. It's on you, bro. And then the other part of it, what up, though? What up? And the other part of it is, man, listen. When do you change that playbook, man? Because I'm watching, I'm watching a lot of these kids, a lot of these coaches. Yeah, I'm watching a lot of these coaches with a playbook from 6 years old, and they still got that playbook at 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, come on, dog. When do you revise that playbook, man? At what age? I know you don't keep that mug till you 6. I mean, till you 13 from a 6U playbook. Come on, man. You cut it out. I've never coached 6U. And I don't even know if I need a playbook for it. If I did coach it. I mean, how hard is it? I know some of y'all running around here got the top kids in the country at 6 years old. I don't know how this shit that happened. It just came out of Pampers. I mean, help me out with that. How do you become the number one 6U player in the country, 7U player? How? They just got out of flag football and they just got out of Pampers. Pull-ups. I'm gonna give you pull-ups. Come on, man. I love y'all boys, but that's crazy. Ranking kids at age 6 and saying you got the top player in the country, man. It's good that you feel good about your kids like that, but come on, man. 6 years old, the same kid that you say is a running back might be a defensive end or linebacker or a freaking lineman or something in the next few years. But he's the top player in the country. Crazy. So, delusional parents and sometimes delusional coaches. I love y'all though, man. But yeah, I love y'all, man. But y'all be tripping. Y'all be wilding. Hey, I pay attention. I've been coaching this game for quite some time as far as youth football. And I'm not saying, once again, I'm not the greatest coach. But one thing I can pride myself on is evaluating coaches and evaluating kids. Some of y'all are, can we say it? Trash. Trash.
With that right there said, let me get on stage.
Trash, dog. Y'all gotta cut it out, man. Cause I love y'all you football boys, man. But some of y'all, dog, come on now. Come on. Trash. Trash.
Jerry Jones. Trash.
I got a couple guys coming on. We're gonna talk about some more shit that's straight trash. That's my man, Coach. You know, building, man.
What's the word, my brother?
Oh shit, man.
Boy, when you said that the number one 6U in the country, I said, boy, I gotta hurry up and get on this right.
Where is he? And how did they come to that conclusion?
Well, I mean, if you play, 7, 8 teams in Charlotte, I guess that makes you the number one 6-year-old in the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even travel.
You know, yeah. You ain't traveled nowhere. But
how do you, bruh, I've always said that's the worst thing that happened to youth football. Of youth sports, period. Ranking kids, bruh. You've only played people in your greater area, like greater Charlotte area, let's say Gastonia, Rock Hill, whatever.
Yeah.
You haven't been outside of the state.
Right.
How are you number one kid in the country?
How?
At any level, really, except high school.
The only way I could say you can get some of these rankings if you go out to some camps, 247, Nike, Rivals, if they had this for youth football, I'm just saying, so to speak.
High school.
Yeah. Then we're talking about high school. Sure. I'm just talking about, we're talking about ridiculous 6U and 7U and 8U, top kids in the country, ain't been to no camps, ain't played nowhere across the country against the presumably top kids, ain't been, but they the top. Cool. I mean, I guess maybe they use it for motivation. I don't know.
Clout.
Oh, for clout. Yeah.
But here's my thing with that. Even if you say high school, and that's still subjective.
It is.
It's still subjective. How can you truly say that this kid is the number one this, and number one this, and number one that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still subjective because this guy may be the number one player in the country, but there might be somebody better than him. And let's keep it real. How many times have we seen the number one player in the country not pan out in college?
Oh man, so many times.
Because you could be dominating, but if you're not playing in a hugely or highly densely populated area and playing against, now here's my thing. If you're playing a national schedule like these high school teams are ranked,
yeah,
and they're traveling all over the country,
yeah, certainly,
then that's justifiable. But
right.
You can say that because you've seen all the talent in that position and all over the country, all over the region, and you can probably justify, yeah, this is the guy, right? But for you to go and only this kid playing in Charlotte, how can you say he's the #1 youth football player? Like, bro,
No.
cut it out.
What's the measurables? How do you even come up? Because I guarantee you, if I was to say, ask that coach, how did you grade out? How did you grade the your kid? How do you grade them? And they'll be like, because we just discovered how you grade kids here late in the game, even ourselves, right?
Right, correct.
So, how did you grade your kid to determine how that he's ranked where he's ranked? They don't have a clue. They don't know what a kid's PFF is.
Right.
How did they get that? Man, they got so many. It's so much science involved in it.
Right.
They got freaking these things. I think they call catapult.
Oh,
or what
the broads.
the best.
Yeah, the broads.
That
yeah.
they got like almost GPS trackers in them that determine how many yards a kid ran during practice, how fast he performed
Mhm.
in practice, because certainly because they're because some of these kids go to speed speed and agility training.
Right.
Like my kid in college, he go to speed training, and he says that's how they track them.
But that's measurables, and that is
Absolutely.
measurable data that is consistent across the country. Though there's a database for this
Oh,
information.
certainly.
So you can say, hey, listen, of all the Power 5 schools, this guy is the most efficient in this area
Right.
because it's verifiable data and you can't deny that.
Right.
But for me to just eye test the kid and be like, oh, he's the #1.
Nah.
No, you gotta have some. You gotta have some measure.
A kid can't move. A kid can't move to the next level without PFF grade and those measurables. That's what that right there propels him or sets him aside
Absolutely.
from the next athlete. So that's how it's done. Youth football, it's just cute. It's cute.
And it's development, bro. It should be.
Youth football is 7. Now I have seen some, and we have here recently seen some very developed 6 and 7-year-old teams. Like my man Bug. Shout out to my man Bug, who coached a 6U team that went on to Florida, and I think he finished 3rd in the country. He'll be, if they talk about any 6U teams, his name is going to be mentioned as one in the top 5 teams. So okay, as far as from a team standpoint, okay, you went to Florida and you competed against presumably top kids across the country.
You can kind of say that if you went to the national level,
Yeah.
and really put those numbers up and played against the best
of the best, right?
of the best, and then I can say, okay, based off this tournament and based off this numbers, he might be the top youth kid we've seen.
Yeah, that we've seen.
But there's some kid on the team that didn't make it. That's probably better than him.
Right there, you go.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you say that? Like, unless we get the top 100 6-year-olds in the country. Let's use 6-year-olds for example, and put them in a combine. Let's say you take a national team,
right?
All the teams that qualify for the national. Let's say all the teams that qualify for regionals, and you say, Coach, send me your top 3 athletes, and then we're gonna send them out to Eugene, Oregon, to the fucking Nike facility.
Right.
We're gonna run them through these series of drills and tests, and then we're gonna rank them. And now you can say, okay, yeah, this is that guy.
Right. You got to have the scientific things that they're using right now to measure even high school and college athletes to determine if you have the top 6U or 7U. So that makes sense. And even I think we had a kid that we used to coach, BFEK kid that used to be. He was ranked as the #1 kid in the country. Dave Saunders, tackle, Providence Day.
Right.
Dave Sanders.
Well,
Now,
I
always wanted to see, and I think his measurables definitely got him there.
Mm-hmm.
But I always wanted to see Dave, and I'm sure. I guess they're grading on how many sacks or that his quarterback took, or I guess they grade you like that. Maybe how many pancakes you have. I don't know how they grade out the linemen completely, but I always wanted to see him go against some of these guys at some of these camps, the rivals and the VTOs and the battle and all of it. I never seen I want to see him go against the top defensive end or edge rusher in the country. And then that to me makes you a legitimate number one
Yeah,
player.
that's legitimate.
Yeah.
That's legitimate.
Yeah.
I mean, but they breasted off offers and how many offers from Power Fives, all these different things. I mean, but you got to have the numbers on the field too. We can't just, let's just be real,
Oh yeah.
right? So, but to me, it's like at the end of the day, I mean, I guess it matters at that level because there's financial implications to that shit. So yeah, but in youth ball, middle school ball, what does it fucking matter?
Nah, let it go.
Matter. Let that shit go because I was actually having this conversation with my players today after workouts, and we talked about middle school ball, how this development and all this shit, and about work ethic and all these things, man. But I was like, but at the end of the day, where's the trophy going? It ain't going to your house.
It ain't. The coach gonna get it.
So who do you think this thing is really about? Now, it's gone away from development to. But did you develop this kid as a young man? Fuck, as a football player.
Absolutely.
Is he a better young man than when he came to you? And let's be stereotypical for a minute. From that single parent,
right?
Did you make him a better young man, knowing that he doesn't have that father figure at home? Have you taught him about what life's about? Right? Have you taught him about the consequences of choices that you can make? Have you taught him about that, or you just want to know what he can do in the football field, and you don't talk to him again until next football season?
Wow.
So what are you really doing, bro? If you're not
no follow up,
no follow up, But see, now it's become necessary to do those things because guess what? Because now you got other coaches out here trying to snatch his ass up.
Oh wow.
So now you don't show the world little Johnny's a beast. Guess who coming after him?
Yeah, but that opens up another discussion that I put out on social media. Not just the NIL. I open up, I probably open up a can of worms. But I'm sorry, I apologize. I think it's stuff that we talk about stuff that some people are not going to talk about. They ain't gonna talk.
Oh, you talking about the portal?
I'm talking about the portal, man. Like, and I know everybody thinks that, and I think I asked the question that nobody will.
So you can't deny it. AG.
Back like I never left. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah,
But,
let's know
but,
what
but
y'all
let's talk
think.
about this. Let's go back to this. I'm sorry, I'm back. Hey, listen, transfer portal. What's going on in high school football where everybody actually uses the transfer portal as that's the new language, transfer portal. Even though
The address change portal.
the address change. Let's talk about it. We're going to get to that part too now.
Yeah.
Because how can the transfer portal be the transfer portal if it's not really the transfer portal legally, from a
Right.
legal standpoint?
Right.
Because from a legal standpoint, there's no damn transfer portal unless you legitimize your transfer. You gotta, if that makes sense, you gotta legitimately and listen. I take this shit a little bit personal because guess what? When my kid transferred from one school to another, I sold my house in the area, in the high school from the district that he was living. I mean, that we were living in,
These
in
are
the
the
high school that
sides.
he was attending.
Right.
I sold. He wanted to go to another high school to play football and to get his education, finish his education. We moved. We sold our house and moved somewhere just so we wouldn't go through, because we figured there was some stuff that we was hearing that you had to do to get to another high school. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Right.
Nah, I ain't with all that. So ain't no damn what's the transfer portal? I asked somebody today on social media if it's a transfer portal, where's the names? So because I can pull up a transfer portal right now that has 10,000 names in it.
Right.
In college football. Where is it in high school football? So you mean tell me you can just leave a high school and just go to another one at your with nothing logistically,
here's the
no
thing, though.
logistics involved, no details, no nothing. You could just leave and say, "Hey, I'm at Mallet Creek now. I'm going to Olympic." And
I mean, if
say,
his parents move, you can't tell.
no, I'm talking about the parent. I'm talking about that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, listen, here's the thing. If I want to do what's best for my son, like you just did, and I decide to move into the area where my kid can attend the school, what can you say to me?
But
what have I done illegally?
What I'm hearing, coach, is the people ain't moving, man.
Of course they ain't moving. I'm just saying. But
but you're right about what you're
I'm
saying.
just saying. But if I'm saying legitimately, but I'll put it to you like this. There's a kid. We both know this kid, right? This kid was at one school. We ain't gonna name no names.
No, we ain't gonna blow the whistle on
But
nobody.
I'm gonna tell you from his father, right? Told me this personally. They was playing. This kid was at one school. He's a pretty decent quarterback. He's in college now. He was playing with one school, and they had a little jamboree situation at another school.
Right.
And that school they played against needed a quarterback.
Right.
That kid, that quarterback coach from the other team goes to the father and say, "Hey, man, we'd like to have your kid over here."
Mm-hmm.
And they're a pretty good program. And so he was like, "Well, I mean, I'm not zoned for here." He said, "Don't worry about that. Does your kid want to play over here?"
Right.
Said, I mean, this would be a great opportunity for him. He said, "Say no more." This was on a Friday. Monday, that kid had a apartment and was on that team practicing with that other team Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So-
they still lived where they lived.
But they had an apartment.
They had an apartment.
So it boils down to a parent that has the financial means to fund an apartment that's in the area.
You're
Basically.
missing the whole story, brother.
What?
His father didn't fund shit.
Oh,
He never moved.
a coach, one of the boosters.
You can
We're
call
gonna-
it what you want to call it.
I'm gonna
But
call
I'm
them.
saying
We're gonna.
here's what I'm saying.
I got you. I got what you
They
said.
have blocks of places and agreements with certain people to say, "Hey, we need this address."
Oh hell no!
Come on, bro. It's legitimate shit, bro.
I can't live. Me personally, I can't live like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Me
it's like,
as
that's an uncomfortable situation.
yeah, me as a parent. So now,
So what have you taught your son in that situation?
so yeah. So me now as a parent, everything, all the correspondence that I get is going to maybe a false address that I really don't live at, and I might miss out on something. They say, well, we send it to your address. And what if it's a sophomore? What is the sophomore so that address stays for the junior year and the senior year if he stays there, or does he move back to another area
He
because he
only
didn't?
played there one season,
Well, shit gets
and then he
wild.
was at another school.
Yeah, man.
Back to his original school. That's what's crazy.
But how do schools remain competitive if your stud athletes continue to move from one school to another school? How do you remain competitive and have the top teams in the state and the best athletes? I mean, if your kids are just
It's hard to
transferring.
do, man, because now these kids, man, like I coach over at Butler, and we had a down year for considerably for Butler program, and we hear every day, oh, I heard such and such was transferring here, such and such is transfer here, such transferring here. You know, there's coaches in there, they gonna fleece you if they can. You know what I'm saying? But like, so where's the pride? Where's the pride of playing for your neighborhood school, your zone school? Where's that pride going? Because it's such a me, win, win, win society we in that no one has any loyalty but themselves and their brand, right? That's it.
So
Everybody's a brand now.
so with the kids moving, what do we blame it on? Do we blame it on this kid is transferring out?
I blame it
Maybe
on the
because he was
parents.
sold. What? Maybe because he was sold some bull crap. His parents were sold some crap that this is a better program for your kid. Blah blah blah. He's gonna get more looks as far as from a recruiting standpoint. We got better coaches. Blah blah blah. And they just all of a sudden, well, we can get him in school.
Yeah.
We can get him in school faster than your school. We got more
Right.
recruits.
Right.
Who the hell? Why are these kids moving? Or I understand some programs are just bad. Okay.
Right.
And some programs just don't fit. It just don't fit certain skill sets for kids. Or maybe the school environment or
There's a
is
whole
not
lot of
working out.
factors.
It's a lot of different.
Right.
What are the legitimate factors for a kid that to transfer to say?
I would say if you're at a program, you know, one of the lower tier programs that don't perform well and don't typically um, produce a lot of college athletes, and if you're that guy, and you know that, and coaches have indicated to you at the next level that you're that guy. I mean, I would imagine you would probably want to go to a school to get a little more exposure that's going to play better competition. That you're going to have better competition in practice, which is going to make you better.
Right.
You're going to have probably a better weightlifting program. You can better have, everything around that is going to be better, more conducive for you to become a better player going to the next level. So that's a legitimate reason for me.
So there's no such thing as if you ball, you will get the call.
I mean, but if you're not, if your
If
team
you
ain't winning, ain't nobody coming to see you, bro. So how you
right,
gonna get the call?
right.
But be curious. But here's my thing: if you're the best guy on a bad team, well, how really good are you?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're on a competitive team, you're on a team that's got 8, 9 D1 guys, and you still that dude. That says a whole lot about
So
you.
so with that being said, a kid says, okay, I don't want to be at this low tier 3A school. I want to see where I measure up. That I'm killing it. I'm killing it in this lower 2A or
Right.
3A school. I need to get somewhere. I need to get in the ring with the Butler Bulldogs. I need to get in the ring with Mallard Creek. I got to get in there with West Charlotte. I got to get in there with Mallard Creek. I got to see where I stack up. So get this now. So they say they're gonna transfer. Well, I want to transfer, but I mean, mom or dad might not be able to transfer you, dog.
Mhm.
Mom and dad might not be able to up and move into Butler's district or Mallard Creek's district or whatever school you decide. So how does that work? So does the kid sit and just sit and he just stay in this low tier 3A program, never really getting the opportunity to get recruited by a Power 5 school or just some schools in general, just generally.
Right.
Because like you said, some of these recruiters, they don't even go to some of these schools. So
Exactly. You're not gonna get it over because you're not a winning program.
right.
But also, but just because you're not a winning program doesn't mean you can't get college coaches in there. Also,
That's true.
because I'm seeing a lot. Like I follow Garringer's coach. Man, he had Elon in there. He's had a couple other.
Oh yeah.
None of those guys showed up when I was coaching.
I guess it's about
So
relationships
it's about
too.
relationships. What kind of relationship do coaches have with the college coaches, man?
Yeah.
To get those guys in there. Because I mean, even when I was at Garringer, there were some talented kids there. Just went a whole bunch of talented kids there, but there were some kids in the right situation that can go far.
Yeah.
There's but so I applaud that, man. So like we had the guy from South Carolina up today, which brings up an interesting topic that I'll talk to my players about, right? You never know who's going to show up. So some of these kids were, not really 100%, but I'm like, you might have just blew an opportunity, bro. You just had a chance to work out in front of a South Carolina recruiter, Power 5 guy, and you were going through the motions.
Right.
And you were not getting the drills right. You only get one chance to make a first impression.
Hey.
So I was my thing to them is like, man, you got to work. Every rep counts, bro.
Hey, that's a fact.
And then I'm sitting there telling this guy, I do things a little bit different than other coaches, bro. Like in regards to discipline and making sure we do the right things, and we'll get back on topic. But I'll say this: let's say we doing a drill, and somebody mess up in the drill. You know what I do? I let that guy stand by where he messed up, and I make the rest of the team do up downs, and I don't make him do nothing.
Right.
So now your teammates got to pay.
They're gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah, because now your teammates are paying for your lack of accountability and listening and understand the details. And I don't give a damn who you are. You can be our best guy.
Period.
It's everybody can get it, bro.
Ain't no passes.
Nah, because that's the only way you're gonna get better. Because to me, 4-8 at Butler just don't even seem like the right sentence.
That happened?
That happened. And I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Butler went 4-8 last year.
And we really went. I mean, in the 4 games we won, it's kind of like fighting a dude in a wheelchair. You should have beat his ass.
8 games?
8 games.
Fuck.
But here's the thing.
That shit's gonna change.
Nah, listen, I tell him every day, get on the bus or get off.
Yeah.
Get on and get off.
Yeah, but that Butler being 4-8 just don't even freaking sound right.
Yeah, but that's all good.
But I know it's gonna change. That was last year. Now that damn, we,
conference we in.
I mean, we know what the conference look like. The conference crazy.
Yeah, and that's great, and we welcome it. But that goes back to what I'm saying about that one kid that we're talking about is in 2-8, whatever. Now we want to you come on over to this conference right here.
Right.
We're gonna find out if you that guy.
Right.
Because you got to think about this. I call it the FSC conference.
Okay.
Former state champion conference. You got Mallard Creek, you got Butler, you got Indy, you got West Charlotte, you got Chambers. All these guys are former multiple-time state champions.
Oh yeah.
What? That might be one of the toughest conferences in the country, bro.
Oh yeah.
Tell me another. I want to see it because pull it up for me. Pull me up another conference somewhere that's got at minimum 5 former state champions in, and as recent as what last year's state champion.
Right.
Right. And think about it. We know how many Indy won. They won 7 in a row.
Oh yeah, it's
Butler's
crazy.
won 2 or 3.
It's crazy.
Chambers won 2. I mean,
Mallard
Creek's won several.
It's crazy.
Bro, that's a crazy.
West Charlotte recently.
Yeah, West Charlotte last year.
Yeah.
And they're young.
Yeah.
And then everybody else that didn't win aren't slouches either. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no easy weeks in that conference.
Oh yeah, man. The conference.
I'm saying now, if you want to find out if you that number 1 ranked, this, that, and the other, step on them to the FSC.
Oh yeah, man.
Step on to the FSC
and
conference. FSC. Former state champion conference.
FSC.
Oh Lord.
The FSC conference in Charlotte.
What you doing, Wash?
Hey, I just got back
watching the building, man.
No.
What's up, man? What you
I'm trying to get myself
you
together,
just took a
man.
shower? You
I
on mute?
just got back from Sandsfield Wars banquet,
Yeah,
man. I'm
man.
trying to make something right.
I think I brought him in on the stage.
Yeah, what's going
Come
on?
in, getting dressed and shit. Man.
Hey, I'm
You got
trying
your
to get
makeup?
myself together.
I can't hear you.
I ain't got. You can hear me?
Can you hear him? Can you hear Wash? Pull that up.
You,
I can't hear him.
you can't hear me?
Oh, let me make sure, because last time I couldn't hear him with my volume.
You.
Let me make sure I ain't got you muted. You good over here? Looks like. Oh. Say something, Wash.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can't hear him.
I can't hear nothing.
We can't
he's
hear
saying.
him. That's it.
No.
Yeah.
Super dark. Hey,
Yeah,
G,
we're good. No, you good.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hey, stand by. I'm gonna send you another link, Washington.
Okay.
Look on
Okay.
your email. I'm gonna send you another link.
All right.
You gonna send it to him, G? All right, I'll send it to him. Yeah, man.
but yeah, step over to that gauntlet over there, and then we'll find out what you made of. Because I'm telling you right now, the winner of that conference is probably going to be the state champion, or in the conversation for a state championship easily.
You think?
Come on, bro. How could you not? Must see TV every week, bro.
Y'all give me 1 second, man. I'm trying to get my boy Wash linked in with us. Appreciate y'all's patience. Y'all always patient with us. We appreciate it.
Washington like to see him. Oh, he got a tour. He got a camp coming up this week. Is it the VTO camp or
Now
Washington?
VTO is gonna be to 17th now. I think they moved
They
it.
moved it from the 5th.
Yeah, they moved it. Okay. So
Man,
we
speaking of VTO camp, that kid in that murder trial or murder case down in Texas was in a VTO camp.
Oh,
That kid,
yeah, I saw that.
Camilla Anthony.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, man, that thing is dividing racial. Man, it's social media's out of control, bro.
Now let's talk about something that I feel like was racially motivated, and I'm sorry. There's some plantation type shit going on, some collusion
Oh yeah,
going
whole
on
Fedora Sanders thing.
with my boy Shador Sanders, man. That shit that happened with the NFL is not cool, bro. Like, that's not cool. And nobody had that kid ranked lower than the 10th
the
best
top, yeah.
athlete in the country, bro.
Yeah, I feel like that was we're gonna look here, boy, moment. Let's show you what.
Can you hear me?
Why we can't hear Wash? I don't get that.
I don't know what's going on.
Is he muted on his end?
No.
I'm good over here. Yeah.
Let me see something.
Man, I don't know what's going on.
Any reason? Because you know we got that on. Across the board, everything looks good. Yeah. So yeah, man. That all that NFL shit that happened with Shador Sanders, man, I think it's bullcrap. Yeah, there's definitely some flaws in just about every athlete's game,
Right.
but I don't think it's enough that dropped him from out of the top from the first round. He's definitely a first round player, even if he would have gone in the second round. I would have took that at least the second round. But you got guys, these schools that needed quarterback. I mean, these NFL teams that needed a quarterback, and they decided not to take. They still decided not to take Shador. But you need a quarterback. I don't get that, bro. I think it's baloney, man. I think it's a bunch of collusion with the owners. I think it's a bunch of crap with the owners. All the owners got together and they conspired. They conspired against him, man.
I don't know about that, Booker.
No, man. Hey, listen, I can pull it up. Boomer Esiason says that the owners sent a message out after those interviews, after Shador had all these interviews with all these, you have your little behind the scenes interviews, and they said they suggested that all the owners take him off the board. All the GMs take Shador Sanders off your board, off your draft board.
I'm about to see that, Coach.
Yeah, Boomer Esiason. We can pull it up.
Yeah, but he was also the one talking shit about Shador too.
Of course.
So
He talk shit about everybody. Can you hear me? He talk shit about
I
everybody.
can't, I can't put credence in what
Damn.
I'm saying.
Bro, so do y'all legitimately think? Do you legitimately think that Shedeur Sanders was a 5th round freaking draft pick?
I'll put it to you like this.
But all these teams skipped on him 3-4 times, but you need a quarterback, and you skip on him 4 or 5 times. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man.
So
That's some collusion going on, some bull crap going on behind the scenes with a bunch of GMs and a bunch of freaking owners. I don't care what nobody
but
say.
it also could have been to make sure people kept watching the draft.
Man, you can look at whatever.
I'm
so
saying,
so
like, I'm just
okay,
saying.
right. So
Like,
they
if, let's
decided
say-
you.
Here's what I'm saying. If Shedeur Sanders had gone in the top 2, who else going to continue to watch the draft?
So they used him for the pawn.
I'm asking you a question. Would you have continued to watch the draft if he'd have gone in the first 2 rounds?
I would have continued to follow the draft.
I ain't asked you that, bro. I'm saying, would you have still been glued to your TV like
No.
everybody else was, wondering when Shedeur was going to get picked?
No.
It's a pretty. There you go. I mean, that. If so, we want to
Probably
talk about
not.
collusion. We have to talk about other theories. But I'm gonna say
So
this.
so what you're saying is that the NFL numbers were so lax when it came to people watching the draft that they used Shedeur Sanders.
They use some drama.
So maybe So what you're saying is maybe they got together with the Sanders and said, hey, we're gonna sabotage your son's draft day just so we can get our numbers up.
No, they ain't gonna say that.
Well, why did they pick him?
Deion.
Why didn't?
Who's the most? Who they? Bro, okay. Let me ask you this.
Well, they said why didn't they pick Cam Ward?
Because Cam Ward was number 1. And he
Okay, well, why ain't they pick Travis Hunter?
He ain't Deion's son.
So it does have something to do with
Well, here's
some
what I'm
type of
saying.
conspiracy went on behind the scenes with the NFL.
Okay.
That sabotage this.
But
It was.
also been on the other side for them money wise. Okay, so what do we talk about for 3 days?
More than 3 days.
I'm saying we're still talking about it.
We talking about it tonight, right now.
When I'm saying we talk more about Shedeur Sanders not being drafted than the guys that were drafted in the first round, even Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm looking at the NFL. It's like shit. That's a better story than him going in the first round. We can keep odds good. I'm just saying if we're going to go for conspiracy theories. But here's what I'm saying.
It's conspiracy bullshit.
But here's what I'm theory. But I'm saying I'm a Steelers fan, and I'm not upset that they didn't take him in the first round because we need a quarterback, but not that expensive.
Y'all not gonna make the playoffs just for that.
What?
Whatever.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Why didn't the Cowboys take him?
Because we don't need him.
So why? So we don't need it. We need to.
No, y'all need a quarterback.
No. Here's what I'm
Y'all
saying.
need a quarterback.
No.
Yeah, y'all do.
Sleeping on Mason Rudolph, bro. People don't realize
Who the hell is that? You punter?
Okay, all right. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm trying to y'all know. I know the Steelers like y'all know.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
What I'm saying to you is Mason Rudolph should have been there last year. They should have left Russell as where he was at in Denver, brought in Fields, kept Mason because Mason basically went 3-4 in a playoff situation and barely lost the 4th game. He knows the system. They brought him back, right? No, but I can say, shake your head. Listen to me. They brought him back for a reason. So we went out and got the number 1 D tackle in the draft because Cam Haywood's ass is on the way out. You can say what you want to say. Then we went and got a guard.
You hear me? That's a good
because somebody got to protect the fucking quarterback because we got DK, we got Pickens, we got Austin, we got Fairmouth.
Right.
So you can go get a quarterback to facilitate.
No, bro. Cut it out, Philando.
We got what we need.
Coach Clark, cut it out.
Yeah. Do you know the Steelers like I know the Steelers?
No, but cut it out.
There you go.
I know they need a damn quarterback, and if you bring Aaron Rodgers' ass up in there, because y'all counting on Aaron Rodgers.
I don't want Aaron Rodgers.
But that's what they about to do.
Like Mason Rudolph.
Mason
I guarantee
Rudolph.
Give him the reps. Give him the reps. You can say what you want to say. Y'all, I know my team. Just like y'all need a whole new front office.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. But
I can agree to the shit that we need.
But I'm saying, like, so to say that we needed Shedeur.
Oh, yeah, you need Shedeur.
We could have sold some tickets.
Y'all could have used Shedeur Sanders.
I would have kept Fields.
No, y'all need to start a
Why
quarterback
we need Shedeur?
because you need a quarterback. And he would have started day one. He's a day one starting quarterback in Pittsburgh.
No, it's
Over Mason Rudolph?
Y'all
Man,
don't need a running quarterback. Y'all need a
play the
passing
snap in
quarterback.
the NFL.
You won't make
That
you won't
shit is different, bro.
y'all won't
You
make
can
the
say
playoffs.
what you want to say. That shit is different than college. I mean, let's keep it real. Did he do that in the
Look at
SEC?
Daniels.
Hey, you know what
Daniel-
though?
No, that's my question. Did he do that? What he did in the SEC?
Who?
Shador.
No, he didn't. Because he didn't play in that conference.
What
He
about
does
Daniel?
Played in one of the weakest conferences in the country.
I mean,
I'm
I don't know.
I'm not denying that he's a ball player.
What is the weakest conference in the country?
Probably them.
Theirs
That was a terrible.
and the FBS.
That's a terrible conference. And he didn't win the city. He didn't win the conference championship.
He won Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, you put the numbers up.
He put the numbers
I'm
up.
not denying that he's not a good quarterback.
And you saying that he's not good enough to play in Pittsburgh?
I didn't really care we got him, honestly.
Let's talk about the story itself. Do you think that Shador Sanders should have dropped to the 5th round? And do you think that there's some type of conspiracy that went on behind the scenes in the NFL with some of these owners and GMs? Or you just think that he just failed that far in the draft?
Well, I mean, they use all the
Some type of conspiracy.
Oh, he didn't interview well. He's bad. But who wants a quarterback that doesn't believe in himself?
No, man.
What it is he don't like his dad.
Right.
And you can't deny his dad's greatness. You can't take his dad's place in the NFL history. You can't take his dad's, you know what I'm saying? Wherever Deion's gone, he's won. And they can't fucking stand it because he's who he is and he ain't bowing down and apologizing. So the only way we can get to you is let's go ahead and show this boy something that we got the power here.
Yeah.
Same shit they did to Puffy. Oh, you want to own the farm? Okay, guess what? We about to put your ass in jail. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we already know how to play.
They basically sent a message out to let the Sanders know you don't run shit.
But here's the thing. But Archie Manning said, my son ain't playing for the Chargers.
Right.
The only difference is there was no social media. That's it. Because if there was social media then, but then they were still, well, he's just looking out for the best interest of his kid. And then I see all these people. Well, you don't see Archie Manning's son out here wearing gold chains. But you ain't also then see Archie Manning's son with $4 million in college.
I'm very disappointed in the NFL. And then just so happened that all the freaking players in the freaking draft, they do a prank. He's able to get, there's no, so
from one of the Atlanta coaches.
Yeah. Just so happened,
and that's
out of all the players in the freaking draft,
a 21-year-old kid.
They're able to do a prank call. The thing that is basically embarrassing the Sanders family at this time, and then now they got somebody that left their. I don't believe this shit either, because I think the coach is protecting the owner. He got that. They got them numbers from the freaking owners, because Shador Sanders he bought a special cell phone just for the draft that he submitted to all the owners in the NFL. He bought one phone, so nobody had that number but the owners.
And it was out on the desk.
And it was just so happened to be out on this defensive coordinator from the Atlanta Falcons, who wasn't even the one in line to even draft Shador Sanders. They wasn't going to. They got their quarterback, Penix. They didn't need him.
Right.
So all of a sudden, the owners now done found this one person. Okay, goddamn, somebody got to admit this. Oh, that is your son on tape. You know, so somebody's got to do something.
Yeah.
Man, it's just baloney.
Now flip that around.
But he called more than one kid though. He called more than one
Shador
kid.
Sanders and Deion Sanders.
Bullshit.
He would have been fired.
Fired. If that was a black owner, if that had been who Magic Johnson, does he own any owner watch the Redskins?
Or no, the Commanders, I'm sorry.
The Commanders? Yeah,
Don't hate
excuse me. The Commanders.
Or the Washington,
it would have been more
football team.
It would have been more. It would have been more that came down the pipe. And or what if it was Magic Johnson's son?
Well, he probably would have been in his skirt doing
He would have been like, "Oh, Shador." All right, cut it out, man. Cut it out. Cut it out.
We already.
He'd be like, "Ooh, is that Shador's number? I've been trying to get it."
But bro, look, at this point, it's like, why state the obvious?
Yeah.
We already know what this is, bro. We know what country we live in. We know the climate we live in.
That shit ain't
all you
right.
got, man, listen. You know
I can't believe you can't hear Twin.
I'm gonna tell you what's sickening about all this shit, bro. Is everything has turned into race baiting now. Everything is racial now. Because it's almost like, well, the white people say, well, he wasn't wearing gold chains and he wasn't doing this. And the black people saying, why can't he wear gold chains? Blah, 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 blah. So it's like a whole, no one's getting anywhere.
Do you think that the Shador Sanders
No, I think it was
was
definitely
racially
Man, what's wrong with
motivated?
my
some
mic?
part to it, but I think it
Yeah.
more had to do with his dad and people not liking his dad's style because he's not your stereotypical stiff collar coach. And you know, Deion's who he is. He wears shades. Why does it matter if he can coach? You know, if they want you to fit this mold, he doesn't fit.
They can hear him on. What do you think, Twin? What do you think? What do you think? They can. We might not be. They can hear you. Whatever your opinion is on it. What do you think about the whole situation with the Shador Sanders?
All we can do is this.
Great point.
Hey, G, bring that phone in here. I'm gonna do me a good old shot while y'all.
Right. They're saying somebody said they can't hear him.
They can't hear him.
Yeah.
About now, can they hear me now?
Okay, I'll do that.
They got me now.
Oh, because I'm controlling the panel. Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold on, Watch. We're gonna get you, cause you look like you saying a bunch of
NC
important
Duck
shit.
said-
we got to be
You know,
able to hear that.
Hold on, I'm gonna take him off.
And then I got to talk to you about that. Y'all coming over there.
All right, now put him on because I can hear him.
You got me? Can you hear me? I don't know what the hell going on.
Oh, now it says loud and clear.
You got him.
You got me?
Nah, but NC Duck is saying loud and clear.
Okay.
Now they can hear him, but
They can
we
hear
still
me.
can't.
I still can't.
Well, back to the draft. I knew he was not a number one pick. He fell down to 15.
Yeah.
Leave it in here.
Matter of fact,
He fell down to
yeah,
15.
we can hear you. I'm gonna put you. I'm
He fell
Go
down to
ahead. Yeah.
15. I knew he was not going to be a number one pick. I thought he'd fall. I thought he'd be like a 15 pick. But the fifth round, I don't understand the fifth round. That is some hate because the Steelers could have drafted him twice. The Giants had a chance to get him. So somewhat of a conspiracy, but then I think maybe he didn't do good in the interview process. So that's my take on it. He didn't do good in the interview process, what some people were saying. Then it's the hate thing too a little bit. You know, he could have been too cocky. Too cocky. They don't want to see too cocky in the quarterback room.
Yeah, that hurt him a lot.
Yeah, but Philando, y'all dropped the ball. Y'all could have took him as a backup at least.
But can a quarterback be too cocky?
But don't you want a confident quarterback?
You do, but they don't want to look like us.
Man, don't put it on me. We need.
They don't want them to
we
be
need
smiling.
what we
They don't
need
like
to
when you.
expect.
They don't like when you smile. Got the smile. You got the jury. You already got a Rolls Royce. They don't like that. They want to sell the story. Your daddy wasn't there. He in jail. It's just you and your mama. They want to sell a story. He don't sell no story. He just believe he can do it.
But the thing is that
Yeah, man. But
Hey man, they hate no kids with the daddies. That
say he's
damn.
entitled.
They want you to be. They don't want you to be. They don't want you to have a daddy.
Every kid that comes to the NFL can't have this.
but it doesn't sell. They need the story, like you said, Watch. They need the story to have the kid that's gonna save his family, the first kid to ever graduate college. His daddy is a deadbeat. Blah,
Yes.
blah, blah. That's not the reality of most.
That's what they
black people,
want.
though. That's just what they want to show you.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
they
know.
want.
Oh, look, 1, 2. Every black dude I know is with their kids.
But
I don't have many friends outside of my circle that's not with their kids.
But they say them interviews a little shaky now. He may have went in there and bombed on interviews now. He may have, it's all about the interview process. He may have went and bombed on the interviews.
Well, the only thing that I think he bombed out on was when he said that if you're not willing to change your culture, if you're not willing to change your locker room or your environment, then don't draft me.
But that's out of context. I'm saying to you, listen, if y'all ain't fucking ready to win, if y'all ain't ready to do what it takes to win, if you ain't willing to spend the money to get the players in here, if y'all not willing to change to win the culture, I don't want to play there. That's what he's saying.
Hey man, he better shut his ass up and just go play for somebody, because everybody can't play in that league.
I don't want to go to a team that's that's always a perennial bottom feeder. Who wants to go there? Because my career is going to be cut short because I got a shitty offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he's trying to say is, if you're not ready to be competitive and do the things it takes to be competitive, don't bring me in, because I'm not going to be a good fit.
And they did too. They listened to his ass too. They did. They didn't bring his ass in. They listen. Sometimes you gotta shut the hell up.
And so why didn't Pittsburgh bring him in and you needed a quarterback?
Why we needed a quarterback? You don't know what goes on. Why you keep bringing it? So because
you need a quarterback.
No. See, ain't nobody said that. You said that. We didn't
but
say
you keep
that.
on asking me why we didn't bring him in.
You don't feel like y'all need another quarterback on your roster to compete for the job?
I feel like we need to address what we really needed to address. Cam Hayward's on his way out. We needed another. Our offensive line is super young. It's an average of 2 years now. We need to bring in players that's going to be able to protect the fucking.
The fact that quarterback.
So if I can go out and get the number one D tackle and one of the top offensive linemen, and I can save some money on the back end and go get a quarterback, possibly in free agency, this, that, and the other, because they only really, if they do bring Rodgers in, they only need him for a year or so. Because but here's the thing. The next class of quarterbacks is way better than this class.
Hey man, there's some conspiracy going on. And
no, could you agree with me that the next group of
they could be looking at next year? They could be looking.
They could be looking at next. But I can disagree. I disagree that Pittsburgh don't need a quarterback. They need a damn quarterback.
I didn't say we didn't need a quarterback.
Yeah, you did. You
didn't say
Mason Rudolph.
He loves some Rudolph. He's a Rudolph lover.
So why did Dallas go get him? Because Prescott is
why? This is not about the Dallas Cowboys. Did they have a chance to get him? Flando.
Did the Dallas Cowboys have a chance to?
This is not.
No.
We lost both of our starting tackles. No, we needed 2 tackles. We lost both of our starting tackles. We needed both of them.
That was y'all drafted great linemen.
Prescott all that money.
Guess who else? Guess who's not going to make the playoffs if they don't get a quarterback in that camp?
They don't want to make the playoffs. They need draft picks. They ain't never had draft picks like that. So they want to have a losing season.
If they do go to
they need a losing season to get some picks. He know it. They need to lose this year so they can get some picks for next year.
A Cowboys going. Listen, here's one thing I do know, and it's an actual fact. You gonna die, you gonna pay taxes, and the Cowboys gonna lose in the first fucking round of the playoffs.
Man, we talking about the Steelers.
Prove me wrong. Argue with your mama.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Hey.
I ain't got shit to say.
They like
this
that.
was about Shador. I don't have anything to say about that Cowboy stuff.
You see what I'm saying? But you got a whole lot to say about the Steelers.
I'm just saying the Steelers, there's some conspiracy going on in that Steelers camp for not grabbing that quarterback.
Why is there a conspiracy? When we addressed it, that was not.
They had the 21st pick, and that was the furthest that they said that Shador could potentially fall is that 21st pick.
Guess why?
And
guess why? We good.
And Mike Tomlin didn't take the brother.
There you go, the brother. There you go, the brother.
Mike Tomlin, shame on you.
So Omar Epps was supposed to take the black skin.
Shame on you,
okay.
Mike Tomlin, for doing the Sanders family like you did.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, he
Shador,
was.
we taking receipts on that. I hope Shador take receipts
he
on
get
that.
to play.
shit.
He get to see us.
Yeah.
Twice a year.
Truth is, hey man, if Shador don't get his ass in camp and do what he's supposed to do, a fifth round draft pick, his ass is out of there anyway. Be honest.
Nah, well they got to get rid of Deshaun Watts, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, they're gonna ship him out of there.
No, because he ain't gonna be able to play.
No, Shador.
Who else they got?
They got
Flacco.
They got your boy Kenny Pickett. Did he
Kenny
play for?
Pickett's fucking terrible.
Didn't he play for Pittsburgh?
He played, and then he was at Philly last year.
Yeah, they got 5 quarterbacks. They got Dylan Gabriel. They just got him from Oregon. They just drafted him, and they got Joe Flacco, who's 40 years old. So actually, Shador has a shot to go in and actually start.
And if anything, he's gonna sell tickets and jerseys.
He's already the number one jerseys seller in the draft right now. He's the number out of the entire draft.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So
he's not gonna beat out Flacco.
Listen, bro. There's no such thing as bad press, brother.
Right.
He better make that roster.
Boy,
he's 40 years old, though.
40 years old, bro.
Hey,
you don't think he's gonna? The Flacco is not Tom Brady. The only 40-year I know that can get it done as quarterback his name is Tom Brady, one of the greatest they ever played the game.
Flacco got a cannon. He still can play.
Flacco?
He still can play.
No, dog.
You tripping, Wash.
Hey, Wash, you tripping.
You really tripping.
Hey, he still can play, bro. He better than some of these other quarterbacks out here.
No.
Wash, it ain't happening.
No,
so Deshaun Watson now, they gonna roll with Flacco to start it out.
Flacco?
He got to beat out Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Can he beat out Kenny Pickett?
Why is he at Cleveland now?
Flacco gonna be the next top quarterback coach in the NFL.
Might work.
He's gonna be a good quarterback coach.
I take him as Edge.
Speaking of quarterbacks, man, let's shift gears for a minute, man. Watch, Lil B. Wash.
Y'all heard he lit your ass up.
Hey, look. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
I'm glad I got both y'all on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, book. Don't say nothing.
All right.
Hey, look.
Tell me how it went down.
Well, we lit Book ass up.
Lit their ass up.
Boy, the be washed now. That the Flacco. I know. We told Book ass up. Now I had to go take him out to eat.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
I could not wait for this shit right here. Yeah. I got that Flacco. I ain't got that. You know when Watch start talking, he'll get low at the end. Well, we got that.
Told the ass.
Hey, listen. Hey, man. Hey, listen, man.
Oh. Well, they have about 13, 14 kids. We have about 6 or 7.
Eight. We had 8. We did good where we had.
Yeah.
Hey.
We going back over.
Wash his props. I gave Wash his props that he came out.
What did he look like?
His boy performed very well.
What did it look like? What that body look like?
He looks good. He looks stronger. He looks stronger. His arm definitely looks stronger. His decision making was good. He's been, I'm gonna have to take you out of that category that we put you in, which is the daddy ball. We already know you're a daddy baller. We know that part.
Professional daddy ball.
But B. Wash belongs in the position that he's in right now. He looks like that. Now, Wash is a little delusional. His dad is a little delusional. As far as coming out there and dicing us up. Now, he did take that shit down on a couple drives now and throw that motherfucker.
That ain't what he said. They ain't say dice up. Got to put their ass up.
Hey, no.
I told Book ass up.
Hey, listen. The tournament coming up, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll let him do all the talking. When the tournament coming up, your tournament.
I'm gonna shut up.
Right. Yeah. So, but as far as his son, B. Wash look good. B. Wash look good. I give it to him.
Your son can look good too if you come to ITS
Oh Lord.
on Tuesdays and Thursday nights.
There you go. There you go. Put that plug. Hey man, put your plug in
man,
there.
hey, look,
Shit.
boy, B.
Get
Washington.
the boys. Hey, it's a whole middle school class
I got
over
the
there.
next crop of ballers coming through there, bro.
And right now it's Mint Hill and Sedgefield
Trust
over
me.
there.
Hey man, B Wash, man. B Wash came up to me and he said, Coach, we ain't even practice. Hey, B Wash said we ain't even practice, Coach. And I was like, shit, not the way you came in here throwing that thing. And then they got this big white kid that's about
Charlie.
6'2" right now.
Charlie.
That joker right there, boy, he's a target. Oh, hey, man, it's some discrimination going on at Sedgefield football team. Wash didn't bring all the white kids this time.
Them the linemen, bro. He got a
They
tradition.
graduated.
Wash didn't bring all those white kids.
He got them
Hey,
white
they
kids,
left
all the
it.
bigs. He don't
Hey,
want
they
to
left
old
it.
school.
We love the white kids. They can play too. But Wash, you didn't bring them over to JM Alexander.
They left
What's
me.
going on?
They in the 8th
Well,
grade.
like
They
he brought
gone.
enough, though.
Discrimination.
Sound like he brought enough.
He bought enough. He showed up.
He said you had about 25 kids out there. He has.
Now they had like
Yeah,
15.
we're an elite. We're an elite football school. They come in to play for us. So yeah, they showed up. Yeah.
Hey man,
He got
that's
that
good.
height.
Hey, I love that though.
They
man.
got height.
I love that though because let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that. How much better is what you guys are doing with the 7-on-7s and really making middle school an all around all year program, right? You guys are keeping your hands on these kids. I feel like with that city championship lingering, coaches have become a little more
Better at their craft.
better at that, more enthusiastic in the sense to really work with these kids year round. And I think it's going to only trickle up. It's going to make high school football better.
There you
They're
go.
going to come in and they're going to be more developed. They're going to be more ready to go. They're going to understand pass concepts. They're
Hey,
going to understand zone coverages.
This dude is a troller, man.
Hey, Gray, what up, G?
Like Greg, you know, he
trolling.
he putting the looking eyes out there. You know, it's Piedmont. It's Piedmont.
What up,
They
man?
don't play in anything.
Let's go ahead and throw Piedmont.
Man,
Hey,
get online, bro. Stop
Hey.
lying. Go send him an invite.
hey, Piedmont's probably not even practicing, man. Hey, Piedmont get the kid. Come on, man. Piedmont get kids from all over everywhere, dog.
Man, now Piedmont got the transfer portal.
Piedmont is the real transfer.
Real transfer portal.
I mean, damn.
But they got the loophole. They're IB school.
Man, last year this
That's
dude,
the
this
loophole.
dude had like 3 D1 receivers, like all
Four.
over 6 feet. 4 of them.
Four.
Get out of here, Greg.
Yep.
I'm coming for your ass. You about to, boy. Ooh.
Hey man, what Greg said you gotta get past Eastway first. Oh, he didn't say that. Oh, I forgot.
oh,
yeah,
there you
they
go.
ready over there.
You're right. I got to get past
You gotta
these
get
right.
past. Hey, look, man. You got to be ready to play whoever
Hey, man.
in the tournament.
I like it, man.
No,
You
I
got-
love that shit.
Hey, man, I love it, man. I said this before, the trajectory of middle school football
It's
is
up.
definitely on the upswing.
Yep.
And I think these athletic directors are saying we need real football coaches in here. We don't need the biology teacher no more.
we
don't need the PE
We don't need
teacher.
the extra stipend coaches.
We need some guys that knows X's and O's. They know how to develop these kids from position to position.
Absolutely.
So I think they're trying to build these staffs and put some real guys that's committed to what they do as far as coaches. So yeah. So middle school football is
It's
definitely
turning up.
on the rise. Which, like you said, behind that is what? Better football players going into high
Absolutely.
schools, already ready. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's shopping at Piedmont. And don't knock the Piedmont. Everybody want the Piedmont athletes. But now it's going to be the Eastway athletes, the Sedgefield athletes,
Right.
the JMA athletes. So, man, I'm telling you, bro, I seen all of my athletes from last year, man, the growth that
Right.
these guys, man, these guys have grown, man. They look very
got
good.
a lot
A lot
tall
of them in
kids,
these
man. Them
weight.
boys tall.
I know some of them are working out with a Brandon May.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon May got his little workouts going with these kids, man. These young kids, man, their bodies are looking different. Like I said, B Wash coming over to ITS, his body is looking different. And he's gonna be ready. He's ready to dominate 8th grade.
Absolutely.
Ain't that what it's about?
That's what it's about.
It's time
man.
for them kids to dominate 8th grade so they can have an opportunity to potentially get some minutes on varsity in high school.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that was the next thing I was going to say. The way to college, because now things trend forward, but they also roll downhill. What I mean by that is now because the college landscape has changed so much, these kids in high school got to be on the field at varsity
In 9th grade.
at 9th grade.
By
later
playoffs,
than
them jokers,
10th.
by the playoffs in high school, that 9th grader need to be done moved
You
up
need to be on the
Yeah.
team. You need to get, you
and
need
looking
be,
to make an impact.
You got to be an 8-quarter guy
Yeah.
right away. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is what I was explaining to my kids the other day in practice. Y'all want to play D1, but you better stop sleeping on D2 because D2 is
Hell
full
yeah.
of D1 bounce backs.
For sure.
Because now you think, oh, that's D2. Nigga, you might not even make the D2 process. You act like D2 is a insult.
No, man.
Boy, D2 has changed.
Whatever
You know how
offers
many
you get.
guys,
Take 'em.
all those guys that went D1 that bounced back from JUCO to D2 trying to
Absolutely.
get back because the cost of the portal. That's
Yeah.
changed the whole landscape. So now, in order for you to even get looked at in high school to play college ball, your ass better be on the field at the absolute latest. You better be starting in 10th grade.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
better be starting. Not
yeah.
just on the varsity team. You better be fucking starting.
Yeah, you got it. That huddle tape got to get going by
It's gotta be going, man.
by 10th grade. You got to have a
10th
pretty
grade, you
solid,
gotta get it
some
going.
pretty solid minutes and reps.
So what
Hey.
y'all are doing now
In 10th
at the
grade.
middle school level is absolutely paramount for these kids' development because they need to get their football IQ to the next level right now. They need to go into high school and be able to go understand route concepts right now. They need to understand zone coverage. They need to understand
Absolutely.
4-3, 5, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Most kids don't even know what cover 4 is.
Pre-snap reads.
I'm saying you gotta understand that shit now. So what better way than to learn this shit now? What y'all doing?
Yeah, you right, Philando. You got to get it going. And then more
Yeah,
kids
man.
are taking it serious too at the workouts. More kids are taking it serious. Book had a great turnout. Baseball season be over for us next week, so we got like almost 36 graders signed up to start working out with the 7-on-7s. So we're getting ready to start putting our work in and get ready.
Track's over.
Yes.
Track's over this weekend.
All-Star weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, we have, you know, we've done a few workouts with these kids, man. They're excited. I mean, when your program, I mean, hats off the JMA program, man. They were the doormat for a long time.
Right.
Now in the last 2 years, man, you know, every last one of his programs, basketball, you know, track, you know, baseball, his programs are definitely on the upswing. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, middle school football is definitely looking and sounding a lot better than what it has in the past. Yeah. Yeah.
You're right. Kids do need to cross train. That's right. They need to play other sports and work other muscles. I believe.
And I'm
it.
super excited about it, man. We got some good coaches and kids definitely need to cross train.
No, absolutely, man. I think like we talked about this before, man. You need to have a position on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, middle school, a lot of two-way players. You got to have two-way players in middle school.
But
I believe in that.
when does a kid have to start locking into a specific position? When does that start happening? When should a kid already kind of be geared towards, okay, maybe they should play a little linebacker and running back, right? But they got to kind of already be locked into those positions, not searching for. A lot of kids we get are come to middle school and they don't know
What they want to play.
They don't know what they want to play.
Well, that goes back what you always talk about, though, evaluation process, though.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why you have things like county fair. You know, because most of those county fairs are position-specific movements, foot patterns that you can find a linebacker in. He might have terrible linear speed, but he'd be great laterally. Right. So it's like you know, that's why you have those things. So I think gone are the days when people eye testing kids like, oh, you're a big kid, go on the line.
Right.
No, that's not necessarily true anymore because there are some big kids with lighter feet than some small kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now with that size and some development, he might be whatever you need him to be. You know what I'm saying? So I think we got to give kids got to, and you know, they got to be encouraged to speak up and say, nah, coach, I want to try this. You know, if a kid something you say, I want to play quarterback, put the ball in his hands.
Yeah, I do it.
And let him see, are you really a quarterback or you're not? Because it's more than just throwing the football.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. You can't say, nah, bro, you're a big boy. Well, I mean,
just be an athlete.
never
We
know.
out here. Be an athlete. Just be
Hey,
an
let me
athlete
ask you
to me.
something,
Just be an
Twin.
athlete.
These top schools like Piedmont, have they entered the tournament? Have they applied to be in the tournament?
No, they didn't play last year. I would love
Like
to.
Piedmont, or they don't even have to play because they know they're gonna get 25 transfers in that.
They said
motherfucker.
they too busy polishing trophies over there.
Oh.
Doing 7-on-7s. Is that what you said,
We
Pilot?
don't need
You too
them
busy
doing that.
polishing
Hey,
trophies.
Greg.
He trying to find room on the shelf. Put this trophy in.
Yeah,
Y'all
he
talking
trying to
about
find some room.
7-on-7.
He ain't even worried. He got guys right now fucking U-Hauls in Texas backing their shit up to come to Piedmont. You know.
Yeah, he over there, man. I don't know. Hell,
But I would love for
man,
him to
look
play
at
though,
all
you know,
these-
because we have
I can't even see with all this bling in here with all these.
we have 5
Yeah.
teams in the conference that's going to play.
Hey, they got
That's
U-Hauls
good.
backed up to shit. Damn, coming up, getting ready to go to Piedmont, man. Shit, man. You be looking at one of your athletes, boy. Hey, look, I ain't letting my athletes get no damn break all summer because I don't want none of them coming up to me talking about they transferring to Piedmont.
you hold them hostage.
We ain't getting their ass a
Hold on,
break.
Greg. Let me put that out there. Let's do that to I am getting in the tournament. Is that what we saying?
Let's get him in.
Nah, Piedmont need to get in the 7-on-7 WEA 7-on-7 tournament, man.
I think that's what he's saying.
Hey, man.
Get on in
But
there.
Hey,
I want to see it.
they said, hey, Piedmont sells
we
tickets,
need
man,
to
so you
get
gotta get them
Northridge.
in, man.
Northridge.
Why wouldn't you get the top
Northridge.
school in the?
Oh, what you mean, nah? I'm gonna put out everything I'm posting. What you mean, nah? Oh, to call.
Oh hell, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, he want to say something.
Yeah, he want to say so. Hey, G.
Hey, put your email in the chat, Greg. Put your email in the chat.
That boy done had him a couple sips of sauce.
Oh yeah, he getting ready to talk some shit.
Oh shit.
Huh.
Hey, any of y'all middle school coaches out there listening, man, pop on. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Let's keep it open. Let's open it up, man. Let's open the floor up.
Not Coach Jet. I know you listening. And Daryl, hey Daryl, I know.
I ain't say
damn well you
I did
listening.
not say nothing about Daryl. I ain't
No Northridge.
Daryl ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Then
Ain't
he
got
need
nothing
to be
do with it,
playing.
Daryl.
Don't
Daryl,
start looking for it. Daryl will be outside. Daryl will be outside waiting by my car. Coach, why you do me like that, coach? Why you do me like that, coach?
Y'all got on that show. And y'all was talking. Y'all was talking
about
trash.
no goddamn North.
I don't want nobody coming over to my gym talking about no game of the week.
When he interview, he said, I will stay consistent. Did I give you one earlier? I ain't giving you one now.
Oh,
Okay.
nah. They need to play in the 7-on-7.
I know Daryl is listening. Daryl, send me your email address.
We love you, Daryl.
You know we love Daryl. You gotta love Daryl,
Nah,
man.
man. Hey, boy, look, speaking of Daryl, boy, that was one of the most crunk basketball gyms in the city.
Oh hell yeah.
Boy, they were wide open, boy.
It was live in there.
Hey man, Daryl track team just won their conference. He sent me a bunch of pictures.
Well, the city coming up this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm gonna bring Greg on.
Bring
man.
Greg up.
I know he got some shit to talk right now.
Hey man, we gotta make middle school bigger.
Hey
than-
man,
bigger
what's
than life.
Sarsfield looking like that over there in track, man? Y'all boys slow over there, huh? Y'all probably won a lot of distance races.
Yeah, man, you
Nah, well, the hurdles.
y'all had
The
the 800
hurdles.
and 15 meter,
Yeah.
1500 meter locked.
We sent a couple to the All-Star track meet this weekend. You know, this wasn't a 5 year, but we had some decent kids. Discus. You know, We'll take it what we got. You know, we Sage.
Where is that?
We're regular middle school. We're regular middle school on South Boulevard. Boulevard. If you're looking for us, we're on South Boulevard. Come join us. Regular middle school, baby.
Got some pole vaulters over there.
Yeah. Hey, we got a budget. A nice budget.
Hey, all I can tell y'all is JMA ain't hard to find.
You say you got a budget.
Listen, but yeah, man, we looking for. Hey, man, that 707.
Well, I say he got a budget.
That 707 gonna be big this season. When is it again? What's the date on it?
June 7th at Mountain Island Charter. June 7th at Mountain Island Charter, Saturday. We got both fields, front and back. Yep.
Oh, who's
That Antoine Smith full of shit.
he said it for just a small school trying to develop kids on and off the field. You know, coach.
Man, get out of here with
you
this
know,
shit,
coach,
man.
how I go, coach. You
Yeah.
know how it is.
Man.
You know, we humble over here.
Yeah, we're just a small
humble over. It's so small
Shit.
school downtown with the backdrop
Yeah,
of the city.
nigga dominating everybody.
Let's go.
I was low key. Hey, low key. I love y'all, but I was hoping y'all didn't win basketball. I was like, damn, that's the last thing we need to hear. Is Piedmont is winning this damn basketball shit, man.
Hey, who was that coach that came on the show that had 8,000 trophies in the background?
Who?
I sent you the link to your email, Greg.
Stand up.
So who the
Hey, man,
JMB?
So let me talk to you, Book. What's what we got to change this year to make JM Alexander be a contender this year? What we got to change?
We're gonna whoop all the ass. It's already changed.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You gotta talk it.
Watch, you gonna let him talk to you like that? Watch.
Hey, I love it.
No, we got the starting. We got Wash got a good quarterback. B Wash is a good quarterback, but we arguably are going to have one of the top quarterbacks
Was he there
in middle school
was he there
football.
Saturday?
Saturday?
Was he there Saturday?
Oh yeah, he was tossing around Saturday. He tossed it around real good.
Was he there?
Yeah, the boy coming off 14 touchdowns from his 7th grade year.
I'm just telling you what Washington said. we tore their ass up, Lando.
Hey, the kid threw 14 touchdowns last year.
He make all them damn phone calls when we trying to get him on the show. His ass won't show up until after Wash do something big.
Hey man,
He went on hiatus for a minute.
Yeah, we can't hunt him down. We can't hunt his ass down.
I be man. I be busy.
Hey man,
I don't know what-
Greg bring me one of them tasty beverages.
His ass he pops up as soon as Wash come out and carve somebody up.
Washington came out there brolic too. Bro.
Yeah.
With the afro on. He came out with that.
Got that big ass intimidating afro and shit.
He got the super fly afro on them niggas. That's his power. You goddamn. That boy came out with that Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Philando got him cocky, man. Philando got him over there on them weights.
But I'm looking
Philando
forward
got him
to
on
it,
them
man.
weights.
I'm
It's
looking
going to
forward
his
to the
head.
season coming up, man. I think Philando got him on the weight.
I'll be on his ass too.
Yes,
Yeah, I
he
seen
does.
some video. I seen some
He be on
video.
his-
But watch take instructions well. He be having the lip poked out. I don't give a damn about none of that. But he performed after that.
Yeah, he definitely got a stronger. Yeah, he definitely got a stronger arm than what he had.
Yeah.
Last year, his arm definitely wasn't that strong. His arm is
No.
definitely, without a doubt, stronger
Growing
than
up,
last
man.
year. Stronger than last year.
That's what these kids
Growing
don't
up.
realize, man. You sitting at home playing these video games and it's not doing nothing for your game.
I mean, he was gonna start. B Watts was gonna start anyway
He gonna start anyway.
because his daddy is gonna play
That
daddy.
nigga go fifth on the depth chart
Yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
Shador Sanders came out there and started. First game.
Hey, listen.
He QB1 right now.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, my daughter right now is about to have my my grandson.
And my daughter about to have
And-
my grandson.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm playing daddy ball from here on out. I don't give a shit. I'm playing daddy ball, bro. My grandson is starting. I don't care how terrible he is. He is starting everywhere he go. He's starting.
You
I don't-
build around him.
Cheers to that, man.
Hey,
Gotta build
my
around
story's
him.
already been written, bro.
Yes,
Hey, touch
yes.
to his phone.
You can't see it. What about your I'm gonna send it to
Hey, man, listen. I'm right there with you, Booker. I'm about to have a grandson myself in about 2 months.
I'm gonna send it
can't
to
wait.
your messenger,
I can't wait.
Greg.
I can't wait.
That nigga gonna be curling in the crib.
Gonna be,
You better not pick. You better take that bottle like this, boy. Curl that bottle. Hey, but look, quiet as kept though. My little granddaughter's jacked up, boy.
She Jack. She
I
Jack.
tell you, them little bros look like gymnastics, little gymnasts.
What they playing? Volleyball. They can play volleyball.
I make them do. They ready. No, I'm gonna get them in gymnastics, bro. They only 3, bro. They can't volleyball, nigga. They 3 years old.
Hey, yeah, that's you, Greg, because your stuff pop up. So I'm sending it to you again. I send it to you again, Greg. Yeah. Hey, so I want everybody to know, y'all. If anybody tells y'all that Booker is out here with his old ass playing daddy ball,
Granddaddy ball, nigga.
yeah, Booker playing granddaddy ball. They not lying.
It took to a whole nother level.
They not lying. I'm playing daddy ball from here
Hold
on
on,
out.
what does he do?
I don't give a shit.
When's he coming?
My grandson will be here next. He'll be here. We going to his baby shower. The baby shower. Father's Day weekend. That's when he's due.
Oh, so
Father's
that's
Day.
gonna be mine. Boy, our grandboys gonna be around about the same time, boy.
Father's Day weekend.
They gonna have to play together. We got Jaden and Justin all over again.
So yeah, a toast. Shout out to me and Philando.
Cheers.
Them grandbabies is
Grandbabies coming, baby.
Them grandbabies coming.
Grandboys
coming.
coming.
Grandboys.
Yeah.
It's time for some daddy ball.
Granddaddy ball.
No, that's the worst. That's the worst.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna finally. Hey, listen. You see all this black in my beard? Y'all know damn well
Man,
my
that shit,
beard
boy, that
ain't
shit-
got no
You
beard.
see all that Beijing in that nigga.
Look at that
beard.
Beijing.
See all that gray right there? That nigga older than me.
Hey, that motherfucker gonna be gray now. I'm gonna go ahead.
You gonna gray it out?
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, man.
Come on, jump to the gray.
Yeah, man, that shit gotta go now. I'm
Hey,
gonna
look here. Hey,
I'm gonna
look.
play the granddaddy role for real now.
Hey, look. Hey, don't tell nobody I told you this, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Don't
and do
do
that
it.
salt pepper. I'm
Don't
gonna
do it. Don't. Don't.
They like that goddamn gray hair now. They like that gray hair.
They do.
Hey, I might do. Hey, look.
Oh Lord, don't put that hat.
Yes, sir. There it is. Granddaddy is on the way.
He said granddaddy is on the way.
Headquarters.
He said
Granddaddy is on the way.
Go ahead.
Don't do the gray.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't do it. Keep it dark. Keep it dark.
Y'all see it? Y'all see it? The new unveiling of Mohead.
That nigga gave us the exclusive wash.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
That was the big announcement. Y'all didn't even know that. All week. The big announcement.
Y'all wildin', man. Y'all wildin'. I
There
thought
we
Greg
go.
was getting on here.
Coming to the stage, folks.
Yes, sir.
The one and only.
I'm about to be granddaddy.
The Piedmont Pirate coach. Coach
There you go.
Greg Taylor.
I'm gonna put it on.
There you go.
I'm gonna add one.
Go, oh, yeah.
What's going on with you?
What's going on? Can you hear me,
Right
Greg?
there and then.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, we got him on.
I figured y'all talking a little bit. I had to come in and talk with you.
Y'all can
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you, man.
Shit, that pop washed up.
But yeah,
You
Coach
can
Pop,
hear
man,
me?
we don't- Yeah, I can hear you, man. We don't
Okay.
even know who we got.
Yeah,
at
man. I
Piedmont,
mean,
man.
wait,
We don't have a clue.
hey, you welcome to always come on, man. We
Man,
need
I'm
some.
just saying we don't even know who we got. I don't know what the kids are. I don't have no clue.
Hey, wait. Everybody be quiet. What did he just say? What did you say, Greg?
I said I don't know who the kids are, man. I told Washington that last year. I won't lie to him. I know the ones that's coming back, but I don't know all of them. I don't know all the kids. You know how they go.
Yeah.
You
Nobody
know who they
knows.
were?
I didn't know who they was last year. I didn't know we had.
Right.
That ain't no lie.
That nigga went
Until we
straight
got
to
there.
the 48 laws.
Yeah.
48 laws of power playbook. Know nothing. Say nothing.
So
I wish, man.
one thing you do know is y'all gonna get about 15 transfers in from some damn well, and out of them 15, 9 or 10 of them gonna be
everybody
ballers.
keeps saying that, man, but the whole city want to get in Piedmont, not just for football. They want to get in there for the education piece. They don't put us in the Hey, honestly,
I said not just 15
word
people.
on the
He
street
said
that
the whole
JMA is
city.
benefiting from our what's going on over there at Piedmont.
What'd you say, Greg?
I said the word on the street, JMA is benefiting from what's going on over there at Piedmont.
Well, with that
Ain't
IB.
nobody in, they shipping them to
Well,
JMA. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh man, y'all so damn lucky. I ain't no IB program. Whoa, I wish I was
exactly
a
what that
IB.
means.
What that mean?
I
said
know
y'all
what he's saying. He's saying the ones we cut gonna go to JM
Alexander. They turn the
Alexander.
talent down to send them over there.
The ones that they can't make it at Piedmont, we're gonna send them on up to Huntersville.
Man, if everybody don't get in, bro. And it ain't my call. I wish it was. If it was my call, I'd tell y'all go and pack your bags up. I go and y'all tell y'all to quit. Everybody
don't get in.
Sir,
I could get them in. I go ahead and try to quit.
Here's the conversation right here, Coach. Son, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're good. You're a good player. You're a good football player. But you got to go on up to JM Alexander. They got a spot for you. They got a pretty good coach up there, Booker. I know him well.
I wish I could have them talks, man. Piedmont ain't even like that, man. They don't even like that over there, man.
I wish I was
No, come on now, Watch. You know good and well.
Hey, if I was IB, they be on change the rules on. They be on change the damn middle school rules. If I was IB, they be on change the damn middle school fucking rules. I'm telling you right now.
But man, you can't control it though, Watch. That's the only thing.
You can't control it.
IB's a loophole.
Yeah, it's a loophole, but I mean, honestly, like I say, it's just like that conversation you posted the other day with the open enrollment. Kids should be able to pick where they go in live.
Well, y'all start kicking their ass on over to Sedgefield. We right on South Boulevard. We about 1.5 miles from downtown Charlotte.
Man,
now we don't have no IB program, but what we do have is good financial backing.
That's a pretty short commute, ain't it?
Hey, we got good financial backing. The rail system is right up the road. We have a large budget. We got all new shit.
We got all got some NIL deals over there, is what you're saying.
No, they got collectives.
Yeah, NIL collective.
They got a collective over there.
Nah, man, tell them the portal closed, man. The portal closed.
Some contracts.
Yep, that's it. We'll see. Everybody trying to get moving, man. We'll see what it look like, man.
Just gonna be good this year.
All I know,
he said the portal closed.
Yeah, the portal closed, man.
All I know is I'm telling people that Piedmont, they closing Piedmont down because it was you know how old Piedmont was. So I tell my kids now, they shutting Piedmont down, so all them kids are being dispersed. So you can't transfer to Piedmont.
They got one building at Piedmont. They got
all them going
to 8th grade in one building. It's a schoolhouse.
Before I leave, I'm gonna get Book over here and Washington over here, man. Before I leave, man.
They ain't want my boy back over there. I put him in the portal to make him mad. They ain't even take him back.
Man, it ain't over yet. I think they do theirs because some people don't come. But I'm gonna get Booker and Washington over there at Piedmont, man.
B-Wash got kicked out of the portal.
B-Wash ain't want to leave his daddy, man.
He said B-Wash ain't gonna leave his daddy.
Unless his dad signed a contract, he won't come in.
You talking about the
I
lobby?
told Booker coming over there next, man. We can get him up there in JMA, man. You don't want to be in Huntersville, man. You know you want to be in Uptown.
Hey, Greg, do you guys experience over there at Piedmont? Are you getting a lot of kids that just kind of don't know certain things as far as some of the basics stuff, man?
Yeah, I mean that's all the time, man. We teach, like I said, it just depends on how you teach things. Everybody teaches different, but you got to teach it. That's the key. I think a lot of kids come in from, I won't say no names, some of these youth programs, but you can tell the good ones though. When you got a kid in there, I mean, probably my number one right now. I ain't seen y'all Ducks yet, but probably my number one, probably most prepared kids come from McAdenville. I think they do a good job down there. I don't know who the coaches are, but the couple I've seen come through from McAdenville pretty.
Oh yeah, they solid.
Pretty good kids.
That was going to be my
kids.
question, you coach. Actually, have you developed any relationships with youth coaches that's going to, be that's kids are going to be coming to your program?
I haven't. I mean, of course, I mean with Pop Warner, I know. I mean, I started in PAL, so I know a lot of those kids, but the coaches over there, but but they ain't really like us a pipeline to come. Like I said, Piedmont just so hard to get into, man. Like every athlete trying to get in, but every kid that's trying to go to college might be trying to go to big colleges for educational reasons, trying to get in too, man. Piedmont just not an easy school to get in. Now, 5, when Booker's son came, probably it was a little probably a little easier to do.
That's crazy.
Probably a couple of classes after that, it was easier to do. Kids would come in, athletes would come in, but now, man, they look at me like I'm crazy. I ain't got no pool, Booker. I told you I don't know who my kids are. I don't know now. I love to do 7-on-7, go out there and compete with y'all guys, but I don't even have a clue who most of the kids gonna be. Didn't know last year either, for the record.
That's crazy. Bro.
What?
Go on over there in the gym one day. Tell the AD get you a list
typically,
together.
most of y'all kids, I think I see them on the 7-on-7 circuit during the spring, and summer.
They spread out
with Blango, whatever Blango's program is.
Yeah, he didn't do the Unconquered this year. He didn't do Unconquered this year, so a lot of those kids went to Team CJ and other places and played. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, I think all of them ones that I know are playing somewhere. But yeah, I'm not sure who all the kids gonna be.
Yeah, a lot of I got about 4 keep playing for CJ too.
Yeah, that's what I say. A lot of those. I mean,
what about the kid, the receiver you had, Mason? Where is he going to end up in high school?
I don't know. I think it's either one of the private schools or Huff somewhere, which is probably the best place for him. If I had to tell him where to go, it would be Huff. They throw the ball, got a great offense. If I was a receiver in the city right now, or a DB for that matter, Huff would probably be where I'd go. Yeah, receiver DB, because I mean, Chachi the best DB coach. Shit in 7, probably on the East Coast, in my opinion, and probably a lot of these college scouts where he be pushing them kids to school. So yeah, I'd probably go there if I was a DB or receiver, because Huff throw the ball. It ain't fake. It ain't a lot of bubble screens. It ain't a lot of it's actually pushing the ball down the field and concepts. They do stuff that help you for the next level.
What do you think about that conference that they're in?
Not good. I know they probably hate it. Huff probably hates it. I think, like I said, one Clark them in, that's probably the Butler Creek. But like I said, honestly, say what? We talking ball though, like I say, really probably in that conference though. Who has the most complex offense?
Now I'm saying they have to hate being in that conference. It's not competitive.
Oh yeah, Huff probably hates it. Yeah, Myers Park is probably the only other team, and they're gonna. No offense to the Myers Park listeners out there, but they probably gonna beat Myers Park by 40. I mean, Huff.
I don't know what's going on in Myers Park.
I mean, they're a good team. It's just Huff is just like that.
Yeah,
it's gonna take I mean, honestly, 8A to me personally, 8A as a whole is really
Huff is
Charlotte.
different, bro.
Yeah.
If you win 8A in the city of Charlotte, the winner of Huff and West Charlotte probably win the state championship.
Yeah.
Grimsley's in 7A, Dudley's 6A, East Forsyth 7A. I mean, yeah, Grimsley's 7A. I mean, like the only tough team is like Roseville, and they get beat every. No offense to them if they listening. Roseville get beat in the state championship every year. They get there, but they never finish, and they been had talent. So, like, if Huff beat West Charlotte or West Charlotte beat Huff, whoever win that game is gonna probably win the state championship. 8A is probably the 7A.
But that's kind of the stigma on Huff.
7A is that Thunder.
Yeah, 7A is tough, man. And
So
I read the other day they're gonna do it horizontally.
West
So
Charlotte in the
Charlotte teams might see each other in the second round. Like you might have Independence and Butler, Independence and who else 7A? They could be playing second round. Yeah, that playoffs is jacked up. 8A, while it seems to be the toughest, is honestly the easiest.
It's that 7A.
7A is a bear.
6A, bro. They ain't no out.
No, yeah, it's tough. I mean, but
that might be the
let's talk ball. All us coaches in here, right? All us coaches in here, right?
Yeah, what's up?
I respect each one of y'all on this screen as a coach. Look at it. I mean, West Charlotte run the ball a ton. Yeah, which is what you want, but West Charlotte run the ball a ton. Mallard Creek gonna run the ball a ton. I mean, the rest of those teams gonna run the ball. I mean, it's a lot of one-dimensional offense. If you can stop the run, you can compete in that conference. You got to be able to stop the run. If you can't stop the run, you hose. Because all of them got good running backs. you done. But I don't think all of them can really throw the ball.
Defense is going to be paramount, that's for sure.
I think you need to be balanced because some teams can throw, some teams can run.
I have to give that running game edge to Mallard Creek from what I've seen and what I know about what's going on at Creek.
They got some nice running back.
But like I say, it's like I know.
Boy, let me tell you something, boy.
We all coaches. I know those kids.
Boy, that's gonna be one of the best in the city, though.
Which one?
At Butler. You got one at Butler.
Yeah, Butler got a good running back. But Mallard Creek's got the three guys.
Yes, sir.
But they're young. The oldest back went to Olympic.
He went well.
The oldest back that was at Creek, that was a junior senior, he went to Olympic. So you got two sophomores and a junior at Creek in the backfield.
He went down there with Cato.
Yeah, Batman and Josh.
They got Josh and Batman.
They really
got Josh and Batman at Mallard Creek. Them boys gonna put up some numbers.
Yeah, them boys still sophomores though. Like I said, you got to stop. You just got to be able. You got to be able to stop the run. Whoever stopped the run the best is going to be.
And that offensive line is huge at the Creek.
Yeah, that's the only problem. They're huge. But really, like I said, it's not a lot of I say, West Charlotte to throw the ball, but it's like they would prefer to run it.
But I mean, listen, bro, we're gonna see. We can talk about it. We can debate about it. But it come down to what the kids do on the field.
Let me ask you a question. What year is Cato down there? Is he 11th grade, 12th grade?
Cato's a senior.
He gonna lead the league.
Hey, Coach, what's your take on the Coach Greg, what's your take on the Shedeur Sanders situation?
He and his daddy. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, Deion did the same thing. All us pretty older guys, man. You remember when Deion came out of the draft, he told him he wouldn't interview with nobody under 5. He's like, because I ain't going to be there.
Yeah, he knew
with that same attitude, like, you're going to have to pick me. Yeah, and I think he holds it there. I don't think it's nothing racial about it. I just think he just thought he was his dad.
But you're not Deion.
And also, it ain't Hurts. He played for his dad only. That dude ain't played for no other coach.
Which he found out quick.
Yeah, he and his dad. But what coaches he played for?
Yep. Nobody his whole life.
His whole life has been with his dad. So if you coaching your kid and like Washington coaching this kid,
he ain't played for nobody else.
Yeah, Washington coaching this kid at quarterback. And he say, Daddy, I like to throw out routes. What Wash gonna call?
Some out routes.
Out routes. Oh, Dad, I like to throw this. I like to throw that. What are you gonna call?
Out route.
Whereas you go to another coach. I think that rose red flags too, because other coaches might challenge him on that. Well, you got to be able to throw this too.
Hey,
His
Coach
dad
GP,
really challenge him.
that was a bad example because Wash has already stated he is truly a daddy bad ball coach. So you
Hey,
used
man.
a terrible example.
And listen here, man. I've been coaching my son as youth, and I've been the defensive guy. He's been on the offensive end. That's how I have not directly hands-on with my son like that till he got the stage this year. But I'll be damned. Hey, well, I got him.
He's going to be the quarterback on your 7-on-7 team.
He gonna be the quarterback.
You coach offense this year?
No, I will. I'm thinking about it.
I'm about to say, if you coaching offense, I'm getting ready for that double wing.
No, we ain't running that shit.
Y'all run that double wing in 7-on-7.
That was about to be the offense.
Hey, I can run some shit like that now. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I can run it, but I ain't running that. We gotta get open. We gotta get wide open, bro.
We go to, man. Like I said, I first met Wash at PAL, man. I said, Wash like he got an off-time play in his back pocket.
Yeah, we're gonna run now. We're gonna run, but we're gonna put it in the air. This middle school, you gotta know what level you on now.
Hey man, you can't knock it though. You really can't knock it.
No, not at all. Not at all. What win, what works.
Booker was a daddy ball coach for years.
Cut it out.
Booker was too. Yeah, I coached my kid, man, but Coach Grice coached mine.
I
never directly
coached daddy ball coach ever.
Exactly. I'm on defense. He on offense.
Daddy ball, my kid.
What?
Grice is tough, man.
What you got there, coach?
That sucker get in the car crying some days. Grice,
Grice on his ass.
Hey, listen,
man, Grice is
Change
tough,
the subject.
Nah,
Stop talking about daddy ball.
Let's get.
This ain't daddy ball. It's
daddy
just
ball is
getting your kids where they supposed to be, man.
A daddy baller is typically the guy you got somebody else on the roster that can play the position better than your kid.
Hey,
it wasn't nobody that can play the position better than mine.
Hey, you see, I got my chips out ready for this. Wow.
I'm just telling you, man, you got to take care of your kids. Who else going to do it? You don't took care of everybody else's kids over the years, coaching them and developing them. And when you get a chance to coach your kids, shit, you got to do it. You got to do it. And win while you doing it, too. That's our motto.
Hey, Coach,
win.
Watch must look.
Coach,
Watch must look
not illegal.
At 7-on-7. He's smiling down there.
You know what?
Hey, we got some shit going on over here. Hey, he was talking about that 7th grade year. He ain't like his 7th grade year. He was like, I could have did better.
Hey, Coach, one thing I can say is it's not illegal to be a daddy baller, man. You're not, it's not illegal, so you're good.
You broke no law.
How is he talking? He coached his son in the national championship in youth football. He got a national championship with his son.
Hey, Greg, what's up? Hey, Greg, it seemed like you would have moved up to high school by now, man. I know some of these high school coaches coming for you.
Man, I had a couple really interesting offers, I'll say, here this past year. It was kind of tough, man. It really, honestly, I tried to keep my word to the kids. I said I was coming back at least one more year to do it. But, man, I miss Friday nights. It's tough, man.
But how you going to do that, Greg, and watch your boy play? That's that's the kicker right there. Now people don't understand that when you coach.
Said he was going back to Jackson State.
It's hard. It's hard to go coach and then you can't watch your kid play.
Yeah, that's what make Piedmont and middle school a little bit more interesting right now. But honestly, for the right situation, you could do. Like I said, man, a lot of these guys in this room, I won everywhere. I just haven't won a state championship. And I would love to be on the staff with a chance to win one.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I want to contribute. I don't want to just be wearing a shirt talking about go team. I want to contribute and do my part.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, that's the only piece of thing I ain't won on the mantle. Is that state championship?
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about that Cato boy at Olympic. What y'all think? Leading passer. Do you think he?
I like Cato.
If I had to make my predictions, who?
Cato, the Olympic. He got that height. I think he be one of the leading passers. He did good this past year. I don't know how his picks was, but I think he threw the ball well.
I'm not sure who that is.
Check him out, light skinned kid down there.
Yeah, I think
Mom
Butler
off
play
the
him this
chain.
year.
That's all I know.
Y'all got him first game, I think.
Mom off the chain, Miss Cato.
Yeah, that's why I say yeah.
Miss Cato.
I like Cato. I think he gonna have an excellent 12th grade year. I'm rooting for him.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Now, Greg, you got your son settled there. Is he staying, going? Where is he at?
Man, it's turmoil in the city, man. We good. They ain't in the bottom, man. They ain't in the bottom. Nah, man. I mean, I think family wise, man, that's probably was a tough one, but yeah, I think he ended up staying. Huh?
You said what school was he at? Is he at right now?
Oh, he's at Palisades now.
Now, Greg, I did a video on Instagram. Palisades, Flando. Now, Booker saw it. We were talking about quarterbacks. What's going on with these high school quarterbacks? Seems like it's a decline
works with them.
with quarterback.
Anthony Houston works with those kids.
So
yeah, Houston's a good guy.
What you think about that, Greg? Quarterback play in the city.
It's tough, man. It's one of those things. It's kind of like I told you. It's just experience, not about throwing for 300 yards, but the experience of playing the position and getting used to everything moving fast. A lot of guys, they take the athlete, stick him back there, and he ain't learning no concepts. He's just throwing deep balls and running. And then, like I said, when that same kid get to high school, if he don't have that experience of being behind that center, being under that pressure of the blitz, looking at different things and having that experience, he's going to struggle in high school. I don't care who he is. If you out there just throwing deep balls and doing quarterback runs, and then he think that's going to translate to school, it don't work. Mm-hmm. My son did all these things. And he's been playing quarterback since 7. He's been doing the quarterback training. He's been with Anthony Boone since he was 8. He's worked with a few other guys, but he's been with Boone since he was 8, and he's always played quarterback. So it's kind of the stuff comes to him and slows down. Right around this time, when he get to high school, or really middle school, you saw it a couple years ago when he was in the 8th grade. I mean, those refs was like, yeah, he's running this like a JV offense. He ready to go. He understands. He's making the calls, making the checks. Coach sending the play in, Facil them sending the play in. He like, nah, it ain't open. Because he see the game, because the game didn't slow down. I think what happens to a lot of young quarterbacks now, they've been told they're a quarterback, but they living off athletic ability, not ability to throw. And they ain't been trained at it. It takes a while. You look at the kid last year from Huff. His junior year, Trey, he came from Piedmont. His junior year was kind of up and down because that was his first real year because COVID took his 8th grade year. He didn't get a chance to play quarterback. So when he went to the 9th grade at Huff, that was the first time really taking meaningful snaps. And then when you go to varsity, we all know that's a different level. So then when he got the junior year, it was kind of up and down a little bit. But last year, he lights out. He needed that experience, man. Most kids don't get the real live experience of playing quarterback. They just think they playing quarterback. They quarterback in the huddle, quarterback by the coach, but they ain't really playing the position. And it take a while to develop that, be able to process that information, man, because you got to process it fast. It takes a lot to get used to doing that.
Yeah, because I see a lot of teams are ready. They just need a quarterback. And it seems like quarterbacks are jumping around, but when they get the opportunity to play,
everybody don't want a quarterback. Everybody don't want a quarterback.
I see kids moving around. These quarterbacks moving different schools for the opportunity to play, and then when they get it, they don't take advantage.
Plug and play position though. That takes a different type of player.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe homegrown.
It's plug and play. Like my son loved air raid. He loved air raid. Like he played for Facil and Grice. That's all they run, air raid concepts. If you plug them in an air raid offense now from anywhere, He understands all the concepts and the reads, automatic, day one, without hesitation. It's just, but most kids ain't like that. Like you say, Clark, they could be a situation where they come from an offense that was multiple, or they just short screen passes, and then you put them in that offense. It takes a while. That's why it's always better to teach concepts, man. They can downgrade, but they can't upgrade. And some of these schools, Wash don't want a quarterback.
But
I ain't gonna say no names, but they don't want one.
But that's
some of them need them because that's the only piece they missing is a quarterback. Some of these schools,
everybody don't hit know the teams you're talking about. They don't want no quarterback.
They miss. They got athletes all around the damn board. Defense on go.
They don't want one.
Receivers waiting. So
who really throw the ball in the city though? Asking y'all that question.
I thought about all of them throw the ball.
Who missing the quarterback? Watch. What school is it?
I think Mallard Creek just need a quarterback. I mean,
a passer.
Yeah, because they got the receivers, they got the defense, they got the running backs. I think they just need that one guy who can be.
You watch Mallard Creek. Now, honestly, you can't hide no more.
You know,
all y'all that if you got kids.
I think West Charlotte got their young quarterback. I don't know what Independence have. I think they got somebody came over there. Yeah, I don't know what Butler has.
Street's really good, man. I like Street a lot.
Is that the Independence quarterback?
Street, yeah, he came from Northwest Cabarrus. We coached against Street and Pop.
Yeah,
I like Street a lot. Street's a quarterback.
And I don't know. I think Miles Park had one. He got hurt, I think. Was he a senior? Miles Park quarterback.
Around, bro. I'll tell you that.
Who's the quarterback?
Yeah, they got another quarterback. Kid from somewhere transferred into Myers Park. They got one.
And
I don't know how good he is. I don't know nothing about him. I just
once you stop talking about certain schools, they not really. They you got the tops, then you got the everything.
Oh, if Creek had an offense, they could win the state championship. But I don't think he want that.
I like to put Cato. I like to put Cato in Mallard Creek and just let him throw deep balls.
But here's all right. Here's what's interesting about all the things we're talking about. As long as we've been around football, youth football, middle school football, high school football, do we ever think we'll come to the day we're talking about, well, they got this kid from Mallard Creek. He transferred to here. And his kid from Independence, oh, he's playing over at Butler. This kid from Butler, oh, did you ever, you remember what was like a zone community thing? That shit is dead, bro. Like, I never thought we would be having these type of conversations about high school kids.
How long you been in the city, Clark?
So the transfer portal, right?
Basically.
No, I'm asking him how long he been in the city because Tommy Notch was doing it a long time ago.
My whole life.
Yeah, Tommy Notch was, but at the end of the day, he wasn't pushing nobody.
That was a whole nother animal. But there was a magnet school. That was a loophole, like kind of like Piedmont, it's an IB school.
Man, if just because we all competitors, man, that's what makes it great being on these kind of panels with guys that got the same mentality. If you going up now and you had a chance to play for a coach that's going to put you in a chance to win a state championship, I don't care who I got to compete with. That's why I want to be.
No, but what I'm saying, coach, is like
quarterbacks move around,
and I'm cool with all that. I'm saying that you never thought that it would be such an open conversation about all these kids that are just transferring school to school to school to school year after year. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I just think it's necessary evil. When you look at it, the transfer portal in college, it's trickling down. I heard you guys say here earlier, really, your 9th grade year, you need to be getting some reps.
Yes.
Your 10th grade year, you need to be the guy. If you want to go P4, you need to be the guy at some position. Your junior year, you need to be dominant. Senior year film, not as good as, if you're a senior and you don't have the offers you want, you gotta look FCS.
Off the chart.
You might ain't no need looking at the P4.
It's not.
Yes, no need. If you don't have P4 offers by the end of your junior season that summer, going into your senior year,
no,
you got to start thinking FCS or D2, like you said. I mean, it's the game has changed. I mean, it changed for us.
Yep.
I mean, going through it now with a kid, man, changed my whole perspective.
That's a fact.
You everybody from there, now, you better be appreciative. You better be appreciative.
When I say
the recruiting process has definitely changed. The game is the same.
My son, 8th grade year,
but the recruiting process has definitely changed.
That part.
Everybody from Piedmont went to Mallard Creek. Like all those kids. The linemen, like I said, Jeremiah left Butler to go to Mallard Creek. All of those kids wanted to be at Creek, and my son wanted to go, but that offense didn't fit him. And they had 3 quarterbacks last year. He had 0 chance of playing varsity. 0. They had 3, so he couldn't go there. He wanted to go, but he was like, "Dad." He looked me in my eyes and said, "Dad, I need to go somewhere where I can play right now," because he knows.
Yes.
So he was like, "Yeah, let's." And then it was his idea to go to Palisades. It won't mine. That was his idea.
Sometimes the kids got to take it in.
Quarterback. I think I can play, and he played varsity all year last year.
Palisades coming up.
Yeah, he played varsity all year last year. He split reps. He played started game. Yeah, like I say, he was on varsity all year.
What grade is your son going to?
He's going to be a sophomore. Now he rather play the air raid offense. Let's get it clear, but it's a situation where it's got to work for him. And right now, he's gonna be there.
Getting started.
So he's the projected starter at Palisades, as far as you know.
Right now, that's the hope. Anyway, I mean, he's going to compete for it. That's how Simmons roll. He ain't gonna just hand it to him,
unless
which is be expected.
Pop up tomorrow, and Washington the coach.
What's that? I watched it.
Right.
Hey, man, my baby gonna end up moving to that slot in high school or that DB. That height don't. Hey, I'm realistic. Slot a DB, most likely DB.
Yeah, but you got to help your kid chase his dream.
But I told him it's a height thing with this thing too now.
Yeah, trust me, I get it. My son always been tall. He's 6'2", 200 now.
I said, if you can't get 6'2", bro, we got to move on somewhere else.
Yeah, he's 6'2" on the button, a little over 6'2", and he's 200 pounds.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, and he hit the weight room because he in the house with a D lineman.
He said he hit the weight room. You got to get in that weight room.
Yeah, he's squatting about 450.
That's pretty good height for a quarterback.
Yeah,
high school quarterback in the 10th grade. Yeah,
he's not done growing.
Yeah, you got at least
he been in 10th grade next year. This summer he might grow a little bit more. I'm hoping.
Yeah. Hey, I want to ask y'all something now. We talk about quarterbacks, but I'm talking about another position I saw it in FBU. I saw it last year that's dying. Where is the damn linebackers? It's dying. I see it at the camps. There don't be that many linebackers at the camps. Where the linebackers at?
Who knows how to coach it?
You right. You know what? It ain't that
different.
I don't see a whole bunch of linebackers trainers. I don't see no guy specifically saying I coach linebacker. Now, Philando coach linebacker.
That's a damn good question.
But I do not see at all these videos, hey, I'm a linebacker guru. You right.
Linebackers be going DB training.
Tico's a hell of an
Antico Linebacker University.
Tico for sure.
Okay.
Because it's almost like football is almost emulating basketball in a sense, where it's almost like hybrid positions now because of the offenses.
Absolutely.
You gotta have linebackers that can cover.
Yeah,
you know I do. Then you got linebackers that play like deep.
Really, he gotta have damn near safety skills, but linebacker tackling skills.
Absolutely. He's just close to the line safety. He's got to play that way. If he's got hopes of playing on Saturday afternoon, 1:00.
Yeah, it's changed, bro.
Yeah, he's got to have exactly what you said.
Hey, well, listen, man, we've been on here for a while. It's great having. We can sit here and talk ball forever, man, and it's always good to have guys on like Coach GP. You know what I mean? So we can pick his brain. You know what I mean? We can pick his brain. And
I'm watching you
so
guys.
we can get on
man.
that level.
I just want to say that I'm watching you.
That nigga must have worked out today. He been trying to show
yeah,
that arm the whole time.
But I appreciate y'all, man. And we gonna hey Greg, you can get on here anytime, man. We love to have you on the panel, man. You kick it with us all through the middle school and through the high school.
I was hoping to catch Hawk in here. He sent me a bunch. Hawk sent me a bunch of trash about my Lakers losing. He sent me a couple jokes. Man. Hawk did. I was hoping he was gonna be on here.
But listen up though. Tomorrow, my birthday. I might hit you guys up. We might hit a bar.
What you say about the Lakers?
Man, I can't talk. Let's not talk about my Lakers, man.
I got something about the Lakers. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. Lakers out in 5.
Oh God.
Hey, I love y'all boys, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man. Be cool, man.
Y'all, man.